everybody. How are you? Hope you're having a pleasant night. So, I've spent the day getting stuff done. I had some errands to do, I had some housework to do. And while I was extremely busy, Foodie Beauty did a live that she then promptly dirty deleted. Not quite sure why she did, but the title of the live was called Goodbye Foodie Beauties. And if you want my honest opinion about why she did the live in the style that she did, Foodie, when it comes to making money, she's smart, and then again, she's not smart. She's smart in ways she shouldn't be smart. She knows how to scam people. She knows how to con people. She knows how to manipulate people. She knows how to emotionally manipulate people. But when it comes to making the money and then being smart with it, that's when she's not smart. She spends her money recklessly on things that she doesn't need rather than things that she needs to put the money on. So she is smart in the ways that a person shouldn't be smart. But when it comes to being smart with what you have, that's where she's stupid. So she did the live, she was crying, she was upset. There could be a myriad of reasons why she was upset. Perhaps she was upset because she's doing Ramadan, which means she has to abstain from food from sun up to sundown. And that's something that Foodie just isn't used to, being without food. Perhaps she was upset because Salah was out late tonight till 3 o'clock in the morning, and she was upset about that. And so she decided to get on her live stream and rage, and at the same time, make everybody feel sorry for her or attempt to, and make some super chats. Just try to get on stream and act upset for the sake of making money off of the Beezers. Because Foodie has quit YouTube numerous times, but then she always comes right back. She never truly quits. She always acts like she's quitting. And that's a form of manipulation. Because anybody who's in her audience that's a Beezer, that they become attached to Foodie, they're going to be upset at the thought of Foodie not coming back. So they might give her a little bit of extra money, a little bit of extra attention, because they think, oh, this is her last live. Well, breaking news to anybody who is a viewer of Foodie, she's never going to quit YouTube. She may act like she's going to, but she never truly quits. She'll never be able to quit YouTube. This is her only source of income. Everybody who's been watching her for more than 5 minutes knows that, and she needs her attention. So for those of you that are Beezers, that you might be worried about your queen quitting, trust me, she ain't going anywhere. She doesn't have another platform like Patreon or OnlyFans or Twitch or even TikTok that she can go to and make the same kind of money on there as she does on YouTube. So whenever she acts like she's going to quit YouTube, it's all performative. It's all manipulative. She gets mad and she rages because that's when she gets the most attention. So take it for what it is. So I wanted to react to some clips that I found on Twitter and also to the deleted live stream courtesy of Malarkey Meter. Malarkey Meter archived the stream. Thank you, Malarkey Meter, because I was busy today and I missed the stream. And by the time I found out about it, Foodie had gotten rid of it. Oh, and by the way, Foodie, you over there complaining about the reaction channels stealing your content, saying that we take money out of your pocket. Ma'am, you take money out of your own pocket by deleting your own streams. You don't even give people time enough for one day to put it on the replay. You do the stream and then you immediately delete. And it's the reaction channels and the archive channels that capture it. And people can watch it there. They can't watch it through your channel. So if you're losing money, there's a myriad of reasons why, but it's not our fault if you take something that is your content and you decide on your own, by your own choice, to take it off your channel, and the reaction channels have it. And so therefore people go to the reaction channels to see what you have deleted. So let's go ahead and just go over to Twitter and check out the stream there. And by the way, guys, I'm using a new microphone. You guys can give me some new feedback on how you feel about the new microphone. I was using a $5 clip-on mic. I thought that it sounded like I was talking through a metal pipe, kind of hollow sounding. This one is a lot louder and a lot more clear. I also have another one coming, but I found this microphone that I'm using right now at a drugstore, and I thought, why not? It's $20. It might be louder. It might be better. Y'all give me some feedback if you like it or not. So let me just go ahead and share the screen so you guys can see and hear everything. Hold on a minute. Let me get to my Twitter. Okay. All right. So let's get on with this thing, shall we? Okay. So there's my Twitter. And people were posting up different clips of Foodie stream. Page Against the Machine says, hashtag Foodie Beauty Animal Blanker. The smug bear claw is in action. Oh, so we're not just doing the pinky action tonight. We got the whole hand. Oh my goodness, we're in trouble. We're all in trouble. If it goes past the pinky, y'all, we're in trouble. When she's the whole hand, we're all in trouble. Oh, and here's a super chat from Shakira saying her crying makes me want to vomit. Where's her husband? Yeah, Foodie, when it comes to emotions, she's scary because she can turn on her emotions and turn off her emotions, or at least fake her emotions. She can do that so quickly. She can just switch from one to the other with no problem. So her coming on camera and crying and crying and crying. You know what I've noticed about her crying? There are never any real tears. And I've done ugly crying. I know what it looks like. I know what it feels like when you're ugly crying, when you're really upset, when you're really raging. Your face is all puffy. Your nose gets all stuffy. It's hard to breathe. It's hard to talk. But yet, in cases like Foodie, she might produce a few tears on a good day, but it doesn't get past that. So how mad are you really, Foodie? How mad are you really? Not that mad. I think it's more performative mad. Its performance are at its worst. This is from Holly Go Heavy. Holly says, Chantal, the thick level of delusion you have is pathological. You literally trashed your channel when you chose to do live streams every doggone day to show your followers who you really are. You can't edit who you are. Cry to the weak, cry to the ignorant, cry to the stupid. Yeah, I remember when Foodie started the whole live stream nonsense. I know exactly when it happened. It all started, I think it was 2 years ago. It started on New Year's Eve. And it started because of I believe it was a 6 to 8 hour live that Foodie did with Pete's, where she was drinking and she was eating the junk food and using her vape pen. She made over $600 during that live stream. That was $600 net, not gross. I think she made $800 gross. But she made so much money that night that's when the light bulb in her head clicked on, and she thought to herself, why do recorded videos? I can just do a live. There's no editing involved. I can just get on camera and talk to people. I can make money off super chats. I can make money off the views. and I can get memberships. So triple win right there. And that's when she just got addicted to lives because, there's money all the way around. She gets attention for hours. So it was a win every which way for Foodie. But the thing, Foodie, is when it comes to doing live streams, you've got to keep it interesting. You can't do the same thing over and over and over again and expect it to be interesting every single time unless you make it interesting. If you're doing the same content, talking about the same people every single live, by doing that, you are putting out the vibe of, if you tune into my live streams, there's nothing new here. There's nothing interesting. It's going to be the same rehashed, reheated old crap. And after a while, that gets old. After a while, that just gets completely old. And that's what's happened to you. Because live streams are not a special thing, because they are the norm, and because you talk about the same people and the same subjects, and you do the same things over and over again, everybody knows what to expect. And unfortunately, there's nothing good here. It's all the same crap. So, is this a clip? Yes, it is. Let's listen to Foodie and see what she has to say.
Think that you're going to pay for every little thing that you've done negative to somebody, it's going to happen. Trust me, just wait. I feel like I have good karma because I don't do the nasty, disgusting things that a lot of people do.
Animal abuser. Animal abuser.
Yep. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. And I'm so happy, Chantal, that BBJ is no longer in your care. I'm so happy that Sam is no longer in your care. And of all the things you've done on YouTube, all the horrible things you've done, all of the offensive things you've done, all the offensive things that you said, all the things that you've exposed us to, all the dark, triggering topics, and there were a lot of them. I think if there was a top 10 list of offensive, horrible things you've exposed us to, or things that you've done, what you've done to your pets would have to be number one. Because hurting yourself is one thing, but hurting an innocent life is a whole nother ball field. And you did that when you didn't have to. But that's what you are. You hurt those animals. And that is something that is going to follow you throughout your entire days left on YouTube.
And racist is saying that she's got good karma. Bitch, I will see you in hell.
Right? You know what? As far as going to the underworld, I think Foodie already has a mansion there. She's got some real estate waiting on her. And Foodie, question about the good karma. If you have good karma, Foodie, if that's what you have, if you're doing good, why are you so miserable? Why does misery seem to follow you everywhere? Why is your life getting progressively worse rather than better? Maybe you don't have the good karma that you think you have. You think? Just a thought, just a random thought there. Ray says, who takes 3 hours to say that they're leaving? She's manipulating for hours of super chats. Yes, absolutely true. She sat there on live stream crying, going off, because she knows that of all the things she shows us and tells us on her channel, the rages are the most interesting. And she tries to say, well, I'm not going to rage because I know that's what the other channels look for. Well, the reason why we look for the rages is because that's the most interesting thing about you. I mean, what else is there? What else is there to you that's interesting, Foodie? Watching you stuff your maw with food is not interesting. Watching you burp and fart is not interesting. You have nothing interesting to talk about. Sala has nothing interesting to discuss with us. So, what else is there? What else could there possibly be to you that would be interesting? It's really sad that anger is the only thing interesting about you. But that's just the truth. You're only interesting when you're mad, when you're going off. But you put yourself in that position, so, enjoy that. This is from Miss Anthropope Lulu saying, Dear Smug Tall, if you didn't treat people in your hug box like absolute garbage and block them, and if you didn't spend every waking moment searching yourself and watching everything about yourself, there wouldn't be a problem. Attention, Chantal just wants sympathy. She wants sympathy, she wants attention. If Sala isn't there, she needs attention. If Sala dares to leave the apartment and go hang out with his friends or just get some breathing room between himself and Chantal, she will get on her stream and rage and threaten to quit YouTube. That is her essentially manipulating Sala to come back to spend time with her. That is her trying to get control of Sala. And she rages when she loses control. Chantal, he's a younger man. He wants to go out. He wants to spend time with his friends. If you had friends, you'd want to spend time with them, but your problem is you don't have friends. You're not really part of society. You're very introverted. You're completely okay with spending time alone in a small room, but other people are not happy like that. And you're not sympathetic and you're not understanding. You don't seem to get that other people have different lives and they want to go out and do different things, and they're not going to be content sitting next to you doing absolutely nothing except watching you eat. Sala's younger than you are. He wants to go out, he wants to do things, he wants to talk to people. And you trying to stop him from going out and doing things is wrong. It's wrong. You expect him to put up with you, but yet you won't give him some freedom to go and do his thing. And you know what? I can't have that much sympathy for Sala because he wanted this. He invited this into his life. For what reasons, I don't understand. It could be for money. He's just getting money from Chantal and just making it work for the time being. It could be for citizenship. I'm not exactly sure, but he's around for a reason. I feel that it's a long con going on. Like he's playing the long game, and there's a big prize at the end of the finish line. The prize is yet undefined, but in the meantime, he's still working her for money. But Chantal, if you expect him to put up with you, you got to give the man some freedom. Give him some time to breathe and stop being such a jealous, insecure, manipulating, controlling person. Some people will put up with it for a short time. Some people can't. But obviously, he's not happy sitting next to you in that apartment and watching you eat. Okay? Not his favorite pastime. Ray says, ha ha ha. She's literally saying the same thing over and over and over. Love that for you, girl. Okay, so what's this picture? Is it a video? No, it's a super chat. Suzanka says she quit 8 days ago. Then she quit again 2 days ago. Now she's back to tell us that she's quitting again. Old news, right? I'm sick of Chantal saying, I'm quitting YouTube. I'm sick of her saying it because we all know it's not going to happen. She's never going to quit YouTube. This is her income. This is how she makes her money. Where else would she go? And what else would she do if not YouTube? She talks about doing things on TikTok. But Chantal, TikTok is a whole different platform. You are not established over there. And as far as paying per thousand views, it's a lot worse than YouTube. YouTube pays a set amount per 1,000 views. TikTok, they pay you 4 cents for 1,000 views. A nickel, less than a nickel. The, the people that are on TikTok making money there, they make their money through sponsorships. Do you have sponsorships? I don't think you do. I really don't think you do. And with everybody getting on TikTok and letting people know what you've done with BBJ and Sam and your reputation on YouTube, I don't think you're going to get sponsorships. So YouTube is literally your one and only choice. And you're not even smart enough to just make some changes to your channel and yourself to keep it afloat for the next few years. You're just going down the same path, using the same tactics, and they're rapidly getting stale and old. And this whole business is I'm quitting YouTube. Girl, just quit already. If you need to go, go. We won't cry a tear for you if you leave. We'll cry the same amount of tears for you leaving as you did for BBJ. How's that? Florida Salt and Sass says, I think this crying is genuine due to her lack of control when he's out enjoying time with friends. Probably not texting her every 2 minutes, and she has to control her men 24/7. It's frustration and anger driven, and I love it the most for her. Yeah, I do too. I do too. If Sala is stepping out on Chantal, getting some breathing room and it's making her mad, I love that for her. I love it the most for her. Hidden Truths says Sala is never there, and this is the reason why she's raging. She blames YouTube for Sala. Oh, so it's our fault now that he's not there? It's our fault? This is also from Shenanigans, Trouble in Paradise.
I don't know where Salah is. I guess not supporting me right now, I guess.
Why do you need him to support you? See, the problem with you, Foodie, is you don't know how to be alone. You don't know how to be alone. You don't know how to keep yourself busy, keep yourself entertained. It's Ramadan. Aren't you supposed to be perhaps reading the Quran or praying or doing good works, just doing some self reflection? Like centering yourself. You're not doing that. You're mad. 3 o'clock in the morning, and you're stressing out and you're crying because you can't find Salah. How about learning how to spend time with yourself and get along with yourself? Why do you need constant attention? You're almost 40 years old and you can't be alone and just chill. What is this need for control all the time? If he's out at 3 in the morning, so what? Big deal. Good Lord, woman, get it together. He wants to go out, let him go out. Okay, this is from H.Y. Bender. This is actually a cute clip. Look at this beautiful Doberman. And the kitty. I love Dobermans. They're such majestic looking animals. That side profile is fierce. Doberman's like, are you being for real right now? I could eat you, but I won't because you're too cute. I don't eat floofs. This is from Mohammed Safa. This is so cool. It took 96 weeks and thousands of volunteers to clean up Versova Beach in Mumbai, India. The payoff, hundreds of thousands of sea turtles hatching. First time in decades. Anything can be clean. Don't skip this without leaving a heart for them. And I did. So here was the beach before, and here's the beach after. See what a little love can do? It can make such a difference. This is from Miss Mary Cab MC. And this is how I feel about Foodie. Like when she says, I want to quit YouTube, I'm like, fine. Also from Miss Anthropope Lulu says, at Foodie Beauty, you don't get to play the perpetual victim and blame everything on your mental health when you've been actively avoiding therapy for years. True. Go cry to your fake husband, you blankety blank blank blank. I can't say those words. Freaking YouTube and monetization. But yeah, like Foodie likes to talk about her mental health, but Foodie, what are you doing to fix your mental health? You're not going to therapy. You're not going to doctors. Same thing with your physical health. Are you doing anything to fix your physical health? No. You just want to come on camera and complain about your health in whatever fashion is wrong with it. You want to complain about it. You don't want to fix it. You want people to feel sympathy and pity for you and throw super chats at you for it, but you're not taking an active role in fixing the problems. This is from nature. What a beautiful picture. I just want to show that to y'all. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. This is from Hidden Truths. Foodie Beauty, Solid and Chantal proved with a new words. Solid and Chantal proved with a now deleted video that he doesn't live there, as you can see in this clip. She said he wasn't there and not in the chat. She said, I don't know where he is. I guess not here or the chat. Then he comes from the other part? Huh. Let's watch the clip and see.
I don't know where Salah is. I guess not supporting me right now, I guess. I don't know where Salah is. I guess not supporting me right now, I guess. Yeah, I don't know where you are because you're not in the chat and you're not here, so. Honey. Harry, I don't know where Salah is.
Yeah, like I have to watch the whole clip to see what's going on with that because it was kind of clipped together, but that looked interesting. This is from Meandering Thoughts. And they say, Chantal, where is your man? Huh? Where is your man? Didn't make enough money on payday to pay him, and now he's ghosting you. And you don't know how to tell us and how to show us that you're going back to Canada. So you have to leave YouTube. Oh, that's, I guess, is the clip we just saw. Can she go back to Canada? She's got money problems there, and she's essentially running from them by being in Kuwait. Can she go back there? I don't think she will because she'd have to leave Salah behind, and she's not willing to do that. She essentially gave up everything just to be with Salah. So how and why would she go back to Canada? Oh, and this is a beautiful picture from Ray saying, OMG, this makes me so happy. In a world full of BS, at least this baby is safe and happy. This is a recent picture of beautiful BBJ. Look at her. Look at her. BBJ is looking great, fur healthy and not matted, eyes bright and alert, ears perked up, looking great weight-wise. Boop Snoop is nice and moist, not flaky and dry. Beautiful and happy. The best thing about Foodie going to Kuwait, BBJ and Sam were saved from her neglect and can now finally know happiness. After looking at BBJ's labs, I do believe another 6 months max with Foodie and BBJ wouldn't be here. Look at the baby. She looks so much different than when she was with Foodie. Doesn't she? Doesn't she look beautiful? Her she looks so floofy. Her eyes are alert. I mean, happiness is this picture. Happiness is knowing that she's safe and Sam is safe. Hidden Truth says Foodie Beauty gave a definition of a narcissistic person, and she's not one, but says there are people who deflect and don't like the truth. Ma'am, that's you. Yep.
Narcissists don't like the truth and they deflect. So what does that tell you about all these channels?
That you just described yourself. You described yourself, Chantal. That is so you. A narcissist will point the finger at everybody when what they're talking about applies to themselves. That is so you. Let's see. This is from Ghost Crab. Ghost Crab says, imagine you're a 40-year-old and gave away your cats an apartment to fly thousands of miles to marry a man that is 10 plus years younger than you and who rents you a windowless apartment as big as your bedroom, but he lives with his parents while you sleep alone because that's where Chantal is at. Yep. She gave up the villa. She gave up her cats. She just basically let everything go to ruin for a guy that doesn't love her. And you know what? I love that for her. I love it the most. Milky says, this is from Milky Chai. Hi, Milky Chai. Milky says, just a small friendly reminder, Chantal. This isn't an airport. You don't need to announce your departure. Yes, ma'am. Thank you for saying that. If you leave, you don't have to make a big to do about it. Just go. Let's see. What else do we got here? We're all probably going to cover this in the lives. Milk Tea tweeted and said, quote unquote, I don't go behind the scenes and try to ruin people. Ma'am, you doxed a reactor and hinted that people should go call their work. You then posted about it gleefully on the community tab a day ago. Yeah, Foodie's over there. I don't hurt anybody. I don't do anything. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. All right. So that's it for the Twitter stuff. So let's get into the actual live stream. I don't know how much of it I'm going to cover, but if it starts to get boring, we'll just dip out. I think that's a good plan. But we're going to try to cover as much of this as possible. So let's go ahead and get done with this thing, shall we? Let's see her with the fake performative tears. That tears she couldn't even produce for BBJ. Anyway, let's do this.
Oh God, I forgot to put it on members only.
Oh, boo-hoo. I forgot to put it on members only. You know what I think? I think she's lying. I think she's lying. She knows how to do members only streams. She deliberately did open chat because she wants the most people in her room. And she's not going to get that with VIB chat. Plus, if she does open chat, there's a potential for people to sign up for memberships and she might get extra super chats. I mean, she knows what she's doing. So don't believe this nonsense of, I forgot to put it on members only. You big old liar.
Get out of here. Hey guys. So I'm gonna try not to cry.
Okay, I stopped it there for a reason. Something I've noticed when Foodie cries. Every time she cries or pretends to cry, I've noticed that she always grabs some tissues and shoves them into her eye. Like she's always like doing that motion where she's taking the tissues or the cloth and like really squeezing out her eye ducts, trying to make herself cry. Because she just can't cry naturally. She's got to do something to make herself cry. And she's doing it right here. Like, let me just take the tissues and shove them into my eyes to irritate them so some fake tears will come out.
I'm like mentally breaking down, so I can't.
You know what? If you're mentally breaking down, if you're having a bad moment, you don't get on stream. If you're having a mentally bad moment, the last thing you should be doing is turning on a camera. Maybe turn off the camera and talk to somebody in private and work it out. You don't get on stream and say, I'm mentally breaking down. Well, what is mentally breaking down on YouTube going to do for you? This is YouTube. This is your channel. This is not a private therapy session with a therapist, with a psychologist. This is YouTube. Stop trying to trigger people by saying, I'm having a mental breakdown or I'm mentally breaking down. Stop that. Stop that emotional manipulation, Chantal. It's disgusting.
I don't know if I can not stop crying or not. I'm just like, I was like, you know what? I'm going to share my Ramadan experience with people. I'm going to try to just like ignore hate. Come on into my videos. But I can't do it anymore. I can't. I'm done. I'm tired of being the beating post of an incredibly disgusting, toxic community. Literally trying to destroy a human being.
Oh, stop it. Stop it. Foodie, I react to you. And I pay attention to the people that are in your chats. You have your VIB chat, your VIBs. You don't even do open chat. Because in your mind, if people are talking to you for free, that doesn't serve your purpose. You put it to VIB chat because in your mind, oh, everything that I have to say, I should get paid for. So I'm going to essentially force people to pay to talk to me. You don't know how to make conversation for free. You think that's the way to go to make money on YouTube, to make the most money. You're a big idiot. There are reaction channels that are not even half your size that get tons more engagement and tons more money just because they keep their chats open and anybody who wants to talk to them can do it for free, you big moron. By being so money hungry, you're cutting off your own income. But I watch your chats. It's just the VIBs. There are no reaction channels coming into your VIB chat and bothering you. But here's your problem. When you're not doing your live streams, when you're not with Sala, spending all day filming a bunch of footage that you then turn around and cut up into like 4 or 5 different videos of just nonsense voiced over garbage, you're running around on YouTube, running around on Twitter, running around on TikTok, running around on Reddit, going into people's community posts, going into people's live chats, lurking around, looking to see what people are saying about you. You spend your time in all the wrong ways. You seek out criticism. You seek out what people are saying about you, and then knowing that they're not going to say anything good because you're not doing anything good, you get mad. And then you try to play victim and say, I'm tired of being the whipping post for everybody. I'm tired of it. You do horrible things. You say horrible things. And you seem to think in your head that if you do horrible things and you say horrible things, that nobody should criticize you. You want the entirety of YouTube to be your hug box. Well, guess what? It's not. It absolutely isn't. If you do horrible things and if you say horrible things, if you present yourself as a horrible person, yes, people are going to call you out on it. They're going to call you out on all of it. They're going to make their opinions and their thoughts known. And if you don't like what you hear or what you see, then don't look at it. Don't pay attention to it. Just stay on your channel in your little hug box and just do your thing. But you just can't help yourself. You're a narcissist and you need attention. So you're always running around looking for attention to see if people are paying attention. And when you don't see the kind of attention that you want, you get mad. You do it to yourself.
And yeah, Tracy, I'm not going to be on YouTube as a platform anymore. I can't.
Good. Bye. See you later. See you later. Stop teasing us. Stop teasing us, Foodie. It's not nice. Stop teasing us. saying, I'm leaving YouTube, fine, then go. If that's what you need to do, if your mental health is not good, then go. Take a break, take a month off, take 2 months off, take a year off, work on yourself. Stop saying you're going to quit and actually quit if that's what you want to do. Stop this nonsense, okay? Stop lying to people.
Yeah, I can't do it. It's just, it's not even worth it for me. It's not worth it. I mean, I spend all this time on a video. Um, Whether people think it's garbage or not, they sure are quick to use it for their own content. I know you guys love me, and
You know why you did this stream tonight, Foodie? This is you getting mad at Sala for one reason or another, and you threatening to quit YouTube because you know he depends on your money. This really wasn't for the viewers, and it wasn't for the reactors. This was for Sala. This was you trying to manipulate Sala to come home. Oh, I'm going to quit YouTube. That means no more money for you. You better best run home to me and give attention to me. This was you trying to manipulate him to come home to you, to give attention to you because you needed attention. You always need attention. You need too much attention to the point where nobody who's around you, they're allowed to live. They're allowed to enjoy life. You don't want anybody enjoying life because you're not enjoying it. Therefore, nobody else should either. You know, you are a suffocating person because anybody who tries to breathe oxygen, you take it from them. Stop it.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. If I'm gonna continue on social media. If I do, it's not going to be this platform because I've complained so many times to YouTube about how, like, just how much, like, I've just reported so many times just the most inappropriate things, and they don't care. Like, they just don't care about the mental well-being of their creators.
See, here we go again. This is about control, everybody. People who are narcissistic, people who are control freaks, they freak out the most when they lose control, when they don't have control. Foodie is freaking out because A, she doesn't have control of Sala. Sala went out to spend time with friends. She's mad about that. And she's mad because she doesn't have control of YouTube to take away channels from people she doesn't like. She's not in control of YouTube. She doesn't like the fact that there are reactors, that there are channels that can talk about her, and YouTube allows it. She's completely okay with being on YouTube and breaking every single one of the terms of service. And shame on you, YouTube. You let her get away with it. You took away her channel and then gave it back for reasons which I don't understand. But YouTube has given her much more slack than she ever deserved. She's okay with YouTube turning a blind eye to her, letting her do what she wants, letting her do more than what most people get away with on YouTube, letting her keep her channel. But God forbid if a reactor has a channel and they just air their opinions. They're not on their channels coming on camera half naked and being intoxicated and doing the things that she does. But she's mad because she's not in control of YouTube. She can't make the rules. She can't take away channels at will if she gets mad at them. She's mad because she doesn't have control of that. So she can't control Sala. She can't control YouTube. So she's like a big old toddler throwing a temper tantrum. Boo-hoo for you, Foodie.
Um, no, it's not a big decision all of a sudden. This is not an impulse. Like, I know I'm impulsive. But behind the scenes, I've really, 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 really talked to Sala a lot about it. I'm tired of, like, just the fat shaming, the Islamophobia, the...
That's where I'm going to stop you. Okay. Can we talk about that for a minute as far as the Islamophobia? What Islamophobia? What Islamophobia? Every reactor that I've watched, every one that I've listened to, there's no Islamophobia. No one that I've watched has a problem with anyone of the Muslim faith, uh, the Muslim culture, the Muslim people, has a problem with Islam. Nobody has a problem with that. We have the problem with Chantal. I'm going to give my opinion here, just my opinion and my thoughts. Chantal claims to be a newly reverted Muslim woman. It is my opinion and my thought that even though she is wearing a hijab and an abaya, which there's nothing wrong with that, but just because you wear an abaya and just because you put on a hijab, it doesn't make you someone of the Muslim faith or the culture, Foodie. You absolutely have no respect for the Muslim people. You have no respect for the Muslim faith. You've done so many things that are so disrespectful to the Muslim people and the Muslim faith. You've come on camera, you've gossiped, you've been hateful, you've encouraged doxing. Being a glutton on camera is haram, Foodie. Did you know that? You should know that. Eating excessively, being mean, being nasty at every opportunity. You're trying to use Islamophobia as a defense, when in all actuality, you are not Muslim. You know, you're not praying, you are not trying to be a better person, staying clean, cleaning your thoughts, cleaning your life. You know, you are making a mockery of it. And that's a doggone shame, because there's lots of great Muslim people and those who go by the Muslim faith. You're trying to use that as a defense, and it doesn't work with you, because you're not doing what you need to do to be a good Muslim person. But I've been in many live chats. I have yet to hear anything hateful regarding Islam or the Muslim faith. It's you who's been the most hateful. Honestly, it's been you the entire time.
I'm just tired of just being the center of all this negativity. People trying to ruin my life, people coming for me, like I don't know. Like I really just don't, it's just not even, it's not worth it for me anymore, because well, Tracy, I think I'm going to take a long break from social media then, because it's just not worth it. Like seriously, like how, like the amount of views I make versus other people reacting to my content and making it horrible and just being completely fat shaming, being like just everything, just like completely bastardizing it, just completely tearing it apart.
Okay, so now we're getting to the real issue. Here we go. So it took a few minutes to get there, but we got there. She's upset because she's pocket watching. She's upset because even though she's a 92, 93K channel, she's upset because she's pocket watching. She's a 92, 93K channel, but yet her views are low compared to the reaction channels. Her engagement is low compared to the reaction channels. And there are reaction channels that are a lot smaller than hers as far as number of people that are subscribed, that are doing a lot better. Well, you know what, Chantal? It's because you're lacking several things. The first thing you're lacking is interesting, engaging content. That's number one. Number two, the engagement. You hurt your own engagement. You constantly turn off comments. You delete your own videos. You constantly do things on your channel that get you shadow banned. I mean, the list is long of the ways that you basically shoot yourself in the foot. And it's not our fault. You're the one making this content and putting it on your channel and then taking it away. I mean, you hurt yourself far more than any reaction channel could ever hurt you. You're damaging yourself. We have nothing to do with that. If your content was solid, if there was quality, interesting content, you would be fine. But you put yourself in a corner. You put yourself in your own self inflicted, self made rut. You created that trench and you're sitting in it and you don't want to come out. But you're mad because you see smaller channels getting the engagement, getting more viewers, growing more by the day, getting more super chats than you, and it's driving you mad. Don't get mad at us, get mad at yourself. You, in your arrogance and stupidity, you're hurting yourself, number one, hurting your channel, number two. That damage has nothing to do with us. We are not responsible. You are responsible. So take some self accountability or shut up.
For what? Like how is it even lucrative for me anymore? How is it even worth it? It's not. It's not worth it for me. So it's not worth my mental health. So I don't watch people, but I know what they're saying, and it's not worth it for me. It's not worth it for me to spend time and effort to do a video, only to be attacked, and instantly the minute I upload, people steal my content.
That again, are we really going to go there? Okay, let's go there. Stealing your content. I'm laughing because that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous that we're stealing her content, y'all. The ridiculousness of it all. All you can do is just shake your head. We're stealing her content. Are we now? We're stealing your content now. Is that what we do? No, we don't steal it. Because if you have a live stream and it's still on your channel, that means you still own it. We react to your content, but we don't steal it. And have your live streams, you dirty delete. So when you dirty delete something, that means you don't want it anymore. You're basically handing over free real estate to the reaction channel. So thanks for that. You'll sit there like this live stream, an hour and a half, Chantal, an hour and a half of your time making this live stream. And what did you do? As soon as you were done, you dirty deleted. You're handing over free real estate to the reaction channels. All of us, thanks. We can make money off of it and you can't. You made that decision. And you make that same decision a lot. You want to come on camera, rage, say offensive things, and then quickly delete it so YouTube can't slap you on the bottom for it. But by doing that, you're giving us free money and denying money for yourself. So thanks, Chantal, once again.
Steal it and make more money than me. So what's the point of me being on YouTube? What's the point? What's the point? What's the point? If you want to cancel your memberships, yes, flop, go ahead.
At this point, I don't understand why the Beezers keep their memberships. I mean, why? I mean, those of you that are Beezers, look, it's your money, it's your time, it's your choice, it's your freedom, do what you want. But what the heck are you paying for? I just like to know. And please don't come at me with, because there are other Beezers that I like to talk to. Okay, so you do. There are no other ways you guys can talk to each other. There's no Discord, there's no email, there's no messenger services. You could talk to each other in private and not pay $5. What exactly are you paying for? What are you coming to Chantal's channel for? Constant negativity, constant whining, constant fake performative crying, this victimhood that makes no sense. I mean, is it worth $5? I don't think it is. Maybe y'all think it is, but I don't think so.
I know you guys care. But like, put yourself in my shoes and really think, like, it's really, really hard for me already. I struggle with a lot of mental disorders, and I'm trying to get better and to be better. And you know,
No, you're not. No, you're not. Excuse me. Pardon me. I just needed some water right there. The water that Chantal didn't take. You're not trying to be better. Don't give me that crap, ma'am. When you have a problem with food and you're catering to the feeders, don't even get me started with that. I'm someone that had a BED. Took me 6 years to deal with it. I'm in recovery now. I'm on top of it. You, on the other hand, you have a problem with food and you monetize it. And you've done videos and you've done live streams showing yourself eating, showing off the food, catering to the feedy people. Yeah, you do that. How can you get over a problem if you're monetizing the problem? Explain that to me. Explain it. How can you heal in the same environment that you hurt in? How can you heal when you're actively hurting yourself? I would like to know the psychology behind that because it doesn't work with me. Okay? Either you're hurting yourself or you're healing yourself. You can't do both at the same time. You got to make up your mind. And if you are not willing to heal yourself, if you are willing to hurt yourself, do not expect sympathy from everybody else watching you hurt yourself, and you have the resources, the time, the money, and the opportunity to do better, and you choose not to.
my ring is up because I was doing the dishes. Well, Stan, I'm done with it. I'm done being, like I said, I'm done being the beating post of these degenerate people who are insanely disgusting. I can't even, like, the amount of things that YouTube allows people to get away with. They don't allow that on other platforms, and I'm just done with YouTube. Like, for I don't, like, I'm seriously done. I don't know.
She'll be back. She'll be back. All of this was performative. It was for sympathy. It was for extra super chats. This is her emotionally manipulating her beezers, the people that are in her audience that care about her, that are invested in her, that are like, oh, you're our form of entertainment and we love talking to you. This is her manipulating people to give her extra money and to care about her more. She's basically throwing a pity party with candles and cake and balloons, and you're all invited as long as you bring the super chats. That's what this is.
I can't. It's not worth my mental health anymore. It's really not. You know?
Bye. See ya.
Yeah, whipping bows. Like, I'm just done. I'm just done.
Go then. Later.
No, I don't know. I don't know, Rhonda. I don't know.
Notice those tears dried up real fast, didn't they? Those tears dried up really fast.
We have some driving videos, like driving around Kuwait. I know some people wanted to see some like videos of Kuwait, like the urban areas and stuff like that. But other than that, I don't even know. It's not even about a break. It's just that as long as I'm on this platform, it's just going to be vulture after vulture. Just like I can't explain to you. Like if you're not a creator, you would never understand. Like taking your time, being vulnerable, and I mean, I know there's always going to be haters, but then there's haters, and then there's haters. Like there's,
You know what, Chantal? Stop the BS. Full stop. Just stop the BS. Look, the reactors and Chantal, we have a symbiotic relationship. It's always been that way, and she knows it. She knows this. She does the content. We react to her, and by reacting to her, more people know about her. And some of the people that come to know about Chantal because of the reaction videos, they may or may not become new beezers, which opens up opportunities for her to get super chats or subs or whatever else or memberships. It's always been that way. We react to Chantal. Do we make a little bit of money? Yeah, a little bit. We're not rolling in the dough. That much I will tell you. Some people do better than others, but it's not the big money that people think it is. But it's always been that way, a symbiotic relationship. She freaks out and she gets mad if we react to her, but then she freaks out harder if we don't. So there's no winning with Chantal. You react to her, she gets mad at you. You don't react to her, she freaks out. I can't believe they're doing that. Who do they think they are? Blah, 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 blah. She needs the attention. She wants the attention. How are you going to get the attention, Chantal, if not for the reaction channels talking about you? You're a narcissist. You need as much attention as you can possibly get. You're competing with the sun for the center of the universe. Okay? That's how bad you are. So you can just cut it out. We're vultures, right? We're vultures. That's okay. We'll be vultures. But we're breathing life into your dead content. That's what we're doing. We're keeping it interesting. We add our editing, we add our commentary. You know, your content has been on life support for the longest. That's facts. So stop with all this needless complaining about the reaction channels.
People where it actually affects your mental health, where it actually affects your income, it's just not worth it for me. It's not worth it. So I don't know. I definitely need a break. Especially with Ramadan and all the changes, and just like I'm going through a lot, you know. Um um
You know, another way you can tell this is all performative, the crying. She's looking straight at the camera. Like she'll cry and then she'll look at the camera like, are they looking at me? Are they paying attention? Am I getting any super chats? Are there more people coming in here? It's performative. When you're really crying, you're not paying attention to a camera. You don't want a camera in your face. If you're having a bad moment, you don't want anybody to see.
so yeah, I'm just done with that. I'm just done with it. Like I'm at a point where it's just like I have to step back, like no matter what. There's no money worth your health, your mental health, your happiness. Like I hate YouTube anymore. I hate thinking of like, oh, I have to upload, you know? Like, oh, I have to
Oh, stop it. What are you talking about? I hate I have to upload. What do you upload? Girl, stop. You do live streams most of the time and you upload 8-minute videos on YouTube. How long does that take? I'm a creator. I have my channel. You know how long it takes me to upload an hour video or 2 hour video? Oh, I would say about what? 10 minutes? So if you're uploading an 8-minute video, how long does that take you? 2 minutes? Yeah, 2 minutes, Chantal. That's a long time. And so much work goes into 2-minute upload, please.
upload. I really just hate it.
Then go away.
Yeah. I know, Tracy, I'm doing that. I'm trying so hard.
No, you're not. Liar.
So
Look at her. Taking the tissue and jamming it into her eye ducts to make herself cry and then laughing the next minute. Performative.
um I'm just done. So this will be my last stream. Um
Look at her, the shaky voice. This will be my last stream. The drama of it all. This will be my last stream. Goodbye, cruel world. I'll miss you, YouTube. Oh, I'm so heartbroken. I'm so torn up. Liar. Cut it out.
yeah. I thought I would just do a live and let you know I wasn't gonna do a live, but I'm like, nope. Nope, 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 nope. Thanks, Aisha. There's so many ignorant people on this platform. It's so disgusting. I've never in my life, like, and then there's like, I don't know, I just really, really, really don't get it. And then there's people like, oh, well, you have to be accountable for your actions. What why do I have to be accountable to a complete stranger on the internet who doesn't know me, who doesn't know anything about my life? Why do I have to be accountable for that? I don't think so. Like, the only person I have to be accountable to is God. I don't know, Elizabeth. I'm just disgusted in YouTube. I feel like they don't care about their creators. There's no way to protect yourself from people using your content against you and just using it. Like, there's just no way.
I'm feeling completely nauseous right now. I'm feeling nauseous because her and Amberlyn Reed, they're both so spoiled on being on YouTube and making the money that they do. They become so spoiled and entitled and lazy that they're actually burnt out on being spoiled, entitled, and lazy. They're not grateful for being on YouTube. They're not grateful for the audiences that they have, for the money that they make. When there's so many people in the world right now, as we speak, that are struggling to make ends meet, that have to work super hard at their jobs just to make a fistful of cash. And they got to worry about their rent. They got to worry about their bills. They got to worry about paying the mortgage, worry about putting food on the table. Parents out there that might have to skip meals just so their children can eat. No, this one right here, she is entitled. She's spoiled rotten. She's ungrateful. She doesn't look at the fact that she's on YouTube and she's making the money that she does. And she doesn't have that moment where she says to herself, you know what? I am blessed to be here, to have my audience, to be able to make money every single month, more money than what most people make in several months. I'm doing it. And I'm not even doing that much for it. I'm not doing hard labor. I'm not spending 8 hours a day every day making it. All I got to do is just do a live stream and I make good money. Not grateful at all. Saying I'm burnt out on YouTube. Well, you know what, Chantal? If you're burnt out on YouTube, then guess what? What's your alternative? Go out into the world and get a real job. Again, keep a real job for about a month. See how hard it really is out there. I guarantee you in a week, you'll come crying back to YouTube, maybe with a better attitude, maybe with a more of a sense of humility and gratefulness that you don't have right now. You desperately need it.
Yeah. You don't owe anyone anything. Exactly. And what about people being accountable in that crappy community? They're not accountable for themselves. You know what I mean? They're the type of people who cause others to harm themselves. That's what they want, Numi. They want people to harm themselves. It like makes them happy. It's disgusting. Like, there's no people like that here in this part of the world. Like, nobody does that. Nobody beats each other up online. Nobody talks about each other online. Nobody does any of that stuff at all. Period. No, because I don't want people profiting off of being like bullying me over my content. Basic. I don't.
So that's it. So if all of us reactors, if we were reacting to Foodie for free, if our content wasn't monetized, if we weren't making money, she wouldn't care. So it's about money, is it, Foodie? The fact that we're making money off of reacting to you, that bothers you? Woman, do you understand how much work goes into reacting to you? You know, shout out to all the clip channels and any channel that you spend hours working on one video, like a compilation video. Shout out to all of you guys because there's a lot of hard work involved in that. Those of you that watch videos like that, a lot of work goes into it. It could take hours, it could take a week just to put one single video together, to go back through thousands of hours of Chantal's content just looking for certain things. and then putting it all together into cohesive, understandable video where you can follow the storyline, follow the timeline, and it all makes sense. You don't make it easy, Foodie. You really don't. As I said, you got boring content. The same stuff day after 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 day. Same stuff. Talking about nothing, doing nothing except stuff in your face. Complaining about the reaction channels. We have to work our magic to make you interesting. Be grateful for that. Be grateful that there are interesting, innovative, creative, comical people in the community that can work that kind of magic. Because you ain't working it for yourself, girl.
Don't want it. I'd rather not even post, you know?
Go then. Bye.
Yeah, I'm done with it, Tracy. I'm done. I'm done with it. I'm just done with it. The amount of disgusting things I've heard her say just about like Islamophobic things and just disgusting things. Um, I'm just done. Like, I'm done being fat shamed by other fat people on the internet who have immensely deep rooted, disgusting problems with themselves. I'm done with it. I'm done with being the beating post of that community. I'm over it. So find something else to do with your life. How about you go talk about that man that you were talking about when I wasn't posting? You made 5,000 views. She makes 40,000 views talking about me and 5K with these other people that she talks about.
I take it she's talking about French Fry Girl right now.
Like, I'm done with it. I'm not.
She's so mad. The pocket watching is real. She's so mad that French Fry Girl makes 10 times the money she makes. Again, if we were reacting for free, if we couldn't monetize our content, I don't think she'd care. But it's a money game with Chantal. Like, oh, I should be making all the money, but other people are making more money, and that bothers me. Well, you know what? I love that for you. I love the fact that you're bothered. We do more work on your content than you do. So therefore, we should make more money. How about that?
Going to be on a platform to make less money than somebody and they just do nothing but bully me. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Period. You win. You win. Have fun. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Mimi. Go ahead. Take care. Use my old content. No one's going to care soon about that. Seriously, I'm just finished with it. I have to take care of my mental health. I feel like being on the same platform as these people um feels like they're in my home with me. Like I just I wanted to I can't be a part of it. Like mentally I just can't be. I don't know. I don't know. So
So we're 12 minutes into the live stream, and all she's done is complain, 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 complain. Just negativity from start to finish. Like the first 12 minutes, nothing but complaining. And she wonders why she's not doing well. Maybe it's because you're coming on camera and you're not offering anything positive to your audience, Foodie. It's all negativity. You are the proverbial wet blanket all the time. You never dry out. It's wet, moldy blanket all the time. People get sick of a wet, moldy blanket. It starts to smell after a while.
that's it. I let them win, I guess. It's your I mean if they win that's fine. I'm done because in the end I win because I'm protecting my mental health. Like I'm seriously fed up. Like I can't handle it. So I can't do it. So I just don't even feel the same about being on here at all. I think maybe it is time for a change. Like maybe I'm supposed to do something else, you know. I don't know what. I have ideas, but I don't know.
You want the truth, Foodie? You want the truth, and I will give you some truth because that's something you can't give your audience. You'll give us everything else but the truth. Here's the truth. Here's the plain truth. You will never quit YouTube. You will never stop making videos. You will never stop doing live streams because you're terrified. You're not just terrified of losing your income. You're terrified of people moving on away from you and you become an afterthought. You're terrified of reaction channels, finding other people to cover, finding other things to do, finding other people to react to that is not you, and somebody else getting the attention and getting the views and getting the subs that you feel you should get. You don't like that thought. It's a terrifying thought in your head. You like being the center of attention, and you can't stand it when other people take the spotlight away from you. Therefore, you will continue to do live streams. You will continue to do videos because you want to be the center of girl world. Isn't that what you said? I'm the center of girl world. I'm the star. Well, here's the thing about stars, Foodie. Eventually, all stars fade away. They start off bright, then they get dimmer, and then they disappear. That's how stars work. They don't last forever. And your star is waning. The light is going out, and that is your fault. It's not because the reaction channels are taking the light away from you. You're taking the light away from yourself. Your light is getting dimmer and dimmer by the day, all by your own hand. All by your own hand. We didn't do it to you. You're doing it to yourself. That's why I say nobody needs to do anything to Foodie. No one needs to hurt Foodie. Foodie is hurting Foodie in so many ways. She's hurting herself mentally. She's hurting herself emotionally. She's hurting herself physically. No one needs to do a doggone thing. Just sit back and let it happen. It's her choice. But Foodie, you're terrified of us moving on, finding other people to react to, finding other things to do. Trust me, we can. We are adaptable. We are creative. We're smart. We're intelligent. We're well spoken. We can get along just fine without you. But the big question is, can you get along without us? I don't think you can. Because I would like to say you're a one-trick pony, but you don't even have the one trick anymore. That trick has gotten old. People are bored with it. And you're not trying to find another one to keep us entertained.
Yeah. Yeah, Mandy, exactly. It's become so toxic, Aisha. I'll community post you guys and let you know. We might release some driving videos, but
So you're not done with YouTube. So it went from goodbye Foodie Beauties to I'm going to release some videos and do a community post. So you're not done. So you're not done. So you lied. So this whole title was clickbait, which I knew that. I've been known. She's not going to quit. But she just basically said, I'm not quitting.
as for vlogs together, no, I don't want to even. I don't even want to share my life with people on here.
What life?
Like, other than you guys, I don't want to share my life. I really don't.
What life? What life do you have to share? You're sitting in the house, you're doing nothing but eating. What life? That's not living, that's existing, and not very well. What life are you showing us? And what life are you going to show us, Foodie, when it becomes deep summer in Kuwait and it's 100 and something degrees outside and you can't go out because it's too hot? How are you going to travel anywhere if it's too hot? And you've already said you're not going to do cooking lives because it gets too hot in your house. So what's left? What are you going to show us? What do you have to show us? You already did the apartment tour. What else can you do in your house?
Oh. Hey, Ink Fairy, welcome. I'm okay for money. Like, my husband works and has a business, so whatever. And my old videos were earn some money. I don't even care, honestly. I mean, whenever people are using your own content to bully you and making more money doing that anyway, what is the incentive for me to even be on here? Really? Can anyone answer that? Hey, Blacks. Oh, really? You should be able to message me. Oh no. I think I have to follow you back on TikTok. I might open my DMs on TikTok so that you guys can message me or something. I don't know. Yeah, Elizabeth.
It is my opinion that Chantal, on top of YouTube, she makes money by having her emails open and she's in contact with the Foodie people. And she does food requests on YouTube, making money with it on YouTube, but also doing feeder requests, getting requests from feeders, doing the requests from feeders to make that extra money. That's her little side hustle, getting that extra money from the Foodie people.
Um,
That's why she's like, oh, you're following me. Let me open up my DMs. Let me open up my email, because she's talking to those people and getting money for that.
yeah, April. We'll be fine. That's the thing. People make comments like, what's she going to do for money? Nobody knows my financial situation. Just like I saw somebody like a new account. Every day there's a new account that pops up trying to just like make up lies about me. I'm over it. I'm totally over it.
That's another self confession. Oh, there's another new account. So you go all over YouTube looking for new reaction channels, do you? So you're doing it to yourself. You wouldn't be half as aggravated if you just paid attention to what you're doing versus what everybody else is doing. Stop sticking your nose in everybody else's business and take care of your business. Stay on your channel, focus on your content, figure out what can I do to save this sinking ship called the Foodie Beauty channel. Pay attention to what's going on in front of you versus what's on the side of you and what's behind you.
I mean, like, why do like talking about my taxes in Canada? Like, what is that your business?
You made it our business. You talked about it.
How is it your business?
You talked about it. Foodie, we wouldn't have known if you hadn't said anything. You brought it to the table. And once you put it on the table, it's on the table forever. You told us about things that we really did not want to know, did not need to know. You shared every detail about yourself that was horrible or shocking, for shock value, for drama. You made yourself into the circus act. And then you're going to turn around and complain because people talk about the things that you introduce. You can't do that. You can't play victim that way.
How much I pay in taxes? I'll have you know, I'm not escaping to from Canada to evade taxes. I already explained that many times. I have a payment plan arranged. It's none of your business. It's not even anyone's business. Like, why am I even talking about this with people? Why are people even making accounts about me and my taxes? Like, it's so incredibly ridiculous.
Don't get mad if you run your mouth. You choose to run your mouth in a live stream, and then people aren't shutting up when you want them to shut up. As I said, you put it on the table, it's there in front of everybody, and we can choose to talk about it in one live stream or 100. If you don't want us to talk about it in a live stream or 100, don't bring it to the front of the table to start with.
Ridiculous. I can't even handle. I can't. I can't. Thanks, Blacks. So I'm just over it. Like, I'm just over it. Like, I'm at like emotional. Like, I'm having nightmares. Like, I've never met so many evil people in my life that think I'm evil. I'm just trying to better myself.
You are evil. You are evil. For what you did to BBJ and Sam, you are evil. You're sick, you're twisted, you're evil, you are a monster. What you do to yourself is one thing, what you do to another innocent life is completely another, and you should be ashamed of yourself. You're such a sadist that you did what you did to your cats, and it didn't have to go that way.
And any time I've ever lost it is because of being pushed to that point. And people,
Nope, you lose it when you lose control. That's when you really lose it, when you lose control. Every moment where you've raged honestly the most is when you've lost control. When you lose control of a person, when you lose control of the narrative, that's when you lose it. You get mad because YouTube isn't doing what you want it to do because you're not in control of YouTube, you lose it. Control freaks lose it the most when they lose control.
People do it purposely for their own content. How sick is that? I'm done with this. I'm done with it. You win. You all win. Have fun hating on your own and talking to yourselves because I won't be a part of it anymore. Uh. Yeah, Mimi will be fine. I need to just focus on, Ramadan. I'm going to the gym. I'm totally done with just. Yeah, people have come to my home. Yeah, really knew me. I'm surprised people haven't exactly because they would get arrested if they came here. You know, they would never get away with it. So why would I want to be in part of a world where you have freedom of speech, but that speech is used to destroy people's psyche? Like, why? No, no, no. Mm-mm. Never. Yeah. Anyway, that's it. Hey, Jack, how are you? So, I'm just very emotional right now. I don't know where Salah is. I guess not supporting me right now, I guess.
So him going out for the night is not supporting you. Him having a little freedom and going out and just hanging out with people, that's not supporting you. I'm getting a sense of deja vu right now. Because all I keep thinking about is how she freaked out when Natter didn't answer the phone. Her freaking out because he did not answer the phone, and her getting so amped up and gassed up by the VIBs that she actually drove to his house and tried the door and was peeping in the windows. Like, again, this is all about her losing control, not having control. Control freak. Total control freak.
Shut up, spleen. Wrong for what? What? So you're gonna tell me that the people who make videos of me every day, shaming my apartment, shaming my husband, shaming my body, are you kidding? Shaming my religion, that I'm not good enough in my religion?
Not Chantal talking about people shaming how she looks when she goes out of her way around the corner and down the block to shame other people for how they look. All the many times that she's talked about Perfectly Imperfect or Kaya or FFG or anybody. That's why she's always coming on camera saying they need to show themselves. Well, the only reason why she wants us to show ourselves is because if she doesn't like you, she wants to pick you apart. She wants to pick apart where you live and how you look and your makeup or your clothing, your body size. She's a big old bully. And she wants to find a way to be a bully. And Chantal, you want to talk about how people look, saying we don't come on camera, but yet you don't come on camera as your authentic self. You have your living avatar with those bazillion filters, and please do not come on camera saying I don't use filters when that's a bunch of bunk. Right now, you're using the contour filter on your face, you're using the skin smoothing filter, you're using the big eye filter. So that's 3 filters right there.
Every little thing. Are you kidding? Please. When have I done that to anybody? When?
Every chance you get.
Not even close. Not even close.
No, no, more than close.
Yeah, that's the thing. I want to have a good Ramadan experience. I don't want to. I don't even care about anything anymore. Like, I don't. I'm just so fed up with everything. Yeah. Yeah, she made fun of his clothing. Exactly. Disgusting human. That's what I mean. So many culturally ignorant people like talking like they know something. You know what I mean? I'm tired of it. I'm tired of sharing my life with people who just try to ruin it and try to like just use it to bully me. I'm done. The people in this community are toxic and bully people for fun. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Look what they did to Amber Lynn. Oh, because she like really like they make up things. They make up things to try to make us look like, yeah, I don't know where you are because you're not in the chat and you're not here. So
Ooh, look at that, the attitude. Oh, you're not here. What exactly was she expecting him to do? Like, be with her 24/7? He's not allowed out to go be with people during Ramadan? What's he supposed to do? Just sit next to Chantal on the couch and what, play video games or like, what? What exactly was she expecting during Ramadan? That he would be with her constantly and never leave her side?
I am tired, Mandy. I'm just like fed up emotionally. And I feel like, you ever just feel like you're like screaming and nobody effing hears you?
Chantal, did it ever occur to you that maybe the reason why Salah does not spend time with you is because you act like this? It's never occurred to you that a 39-year-old woman, he's a 29-year-old man, you are a 39-year-old woman, you're supposed to be the more experienced, mature person, and yet you act childish. You are jealous, you are insecure, you're controlling, you're suffocating, and you can't understand why he doesn't want to be around you. You are gluttonous, you're stuffing yourself constantly, you don't care about your health, you don't care about anybody else's health. You just want someone to sit next to you and watch you gorge yourself. You don't understand why he doesn't want to be around you. You don't even take care of your personal hygiene. You don't bathe, you don't wash yourself, you don't wash your clothes. You run around in dirty clothes. And it absolutely escapes you why no one wants to be near you for any length of time. Your personality is rotten. You don't smell very good. You don't brush your teeth. You're not clean. You're not pleasant. You're not nice. And you wonder why everybody stays away from you. There's no self awareness here.
That's how I feel. I feel like no one gets it. Nobody understands. A
And
single
there's nothing more pathetic than seeing an almost 40-year-old woman acting like a petulant, angry child. It wears on the nerves so quickly, doesn't it? It really, really does. I mean, just it'll wear you down. It'll irritate you. And what happens? You want to stay away from that person.
thing. I'm trying to learn Elizabeth's the guitar. I don't know how long I'll be on here.
And don't think it hasn't escaped my attention, Chantal, that you made sure that your live stream was over an hour because you want more of that Google AdSense money. Oh, I noticed.
The drain rat. It was coming back out. I do talk to my mom. So, I guess that's it.
Apparently not, because the live stream was like an hour and 25 minutes. So what else you got to say?
Yeah. I don't like to burden people in my real life with my problems, but yeah,
What? You said what? I don't. She did not just say that, y'all. She did not just say that. I don't like to burden people with my problems. What? You don't like to do what? That's all you do. You come on camera and you treat it like a dear diary. Dear diary, this is going on, that's going on. You share every single detail. You don't know how to shut your mouth. You be taking all this stuff to a therapist and you don't, because unlike a real therapist, where you would have to sit in a room and pay someone to listen to you and all your nonsense, instead, you want to come on camera and spill all of your toxic verbal garbage on everybody else, just dump your trash in everybody else's eardrums, and they're supposed to pay you. And here's the kicker, you doing that, it's not making you better. There's not a single person in your chat, even if they were a psychologist or a therapist, that could help you. When people give you advice, just simple advice, you don't listen. You don't want to hear it. You get mad at people for trying to help you. You don't want to be helped. You don't want to heal. You want to continue hurting and be the victim and feel sorry for me and boo hoo. You want to make money off your problems. You don't want to solve them. Because let's just imagine for a moment, y'all, if Foodie Beauty were just a normal person, okay? She got her weight under control, like taking care of herself physically. She started taking care of herself mentally. She got her crap together. She fixed her finances. What could she cry victim about at that point? What could she say? What would there be to make her interesting on YouTube? If you took away the drama, if you took away the problems and the nonsense and the negativity, what would attract people to Foodie Beauty? Not much. Not much at all.
I do talk to them. But I'm tired of like making a positive video and then having like the minute, like they don't even wait a whole day for people to watch my video. They immediately set up, there's like at least 10 effing people who set up live streams to steal my content and then bully me like over and over about the most ridiculous things. Like, I don't get it. Being fat shamed by people who are also my size or a little less. Like, it's ridiculous. I hate this crap. I cannot do it anymore. I'd rather be poor on the friggin' street destitute. Honestly, I would.
Let's see you do it. Let's see you do it. Let's see you cope with being poor and on the street. Foodie, you're too spoiled. You're too entitled. You're too coddled. You're too soft. You would never make it on the street. You don't have any kind of book sense or walking around sense, as my daddy used to say. My daddy used to say there's two kinds of sense in the world. There's book sense, which is, learning from books. And then there's walking around sense, which is common sense. You don't have either one. He also told me you can do without the book sense, but you cannot do without the walking around sense. You don't have it. You just don't have it. You don't have survival instincts. You don't have survival skills. You can't think on your feet. You couldn't do it. You wouldn't know how to live hard like that. You've been spoiled too long. Too long. Too long, madam. This YouTube life has spoiled you rotten. It's made you soft. Very soft. And all you can do to make money is cry on YouTube. Well, you better hope that you can cry enough tears to keep you going for a while, because that's all you got. Because you would not be able to survive any other way.
Because you know what? Money is not for everyone.
And you know what, Foodie? You are the walking, talking, burping, farting, gross definition of that old saying, money doesn't buy happiness. You are. If there was ever an example of money doesn't buy happiness, it would be you. You are also the walking, talking embodiment of the seven deadly sins. And girl, you didn't even leave one of them out. Y'all look up the seven deadly sins. Every single one, Foodie embodies. Every single one. Envy, wrath, jealousy. She's got them all. All of them. You want to know why they're called the seven deadly sins? You're looking at them right here. If the seven deadly sins had a face, it would be this one. And money doesn't buy happiness. And there's also something else that I saw on the internet that I will never forget. That also applies to you. Some people are so broke, all they have is money. That's also you. All you have is your money. You don't have anything else. You don't even have your health. And that's your fault. If you had been smart and reasonable and sensible, you could have had everything: your health, a good life, traveling, doing things, maybe someone to love you. But you're horrible and spoiled, rotten, and entitled, and hateful, and evil, and twisted. And so your life is exactly the way you wanted it. You designed your life. You are the architect of your life, and you built this. You built it, and you don't want to unmake it. You don't want to tear it down and start over. So you are a rotting building that's falling down, and yet you can't look at yourself and say, this isn't working anymore. I need to rebuild. I need to go back to the drawing table and fix this. I need to tear it all down and fix it, but you won't, because you just keep hanging on to it. So hang on to it. That's what you want to do. Because it's not going to get any better. It's only going to get worse.
No, it's not about I would have left already because I've tried, okay? And I thought maybe I'll try putting up my video with something positive. And this was confirmation. So, honey, don't worry, I'll be gone. If all reaction channels were taken down, you would be making so much money. Exactly.
Wrong. Wrong again. If the reaction channels were not around, she'd be making less money because there'd be less people talking about her. Less people talking about her. See, she thinks if there's no reaction channels, I would make tons of money. Would you now? Would you? Would you now? Nah, I don't think so.
Exactly. Exactly. April, don't tell me how to feel, okay? I'm allowed to feel how I feel. Like, that's it.
A question for all my viewers. Let's just imagine for a moment there were no reaction channels to Foodie. And Foodie is on her channel alone, which means she has to find a way to promote her channel and her content and sell it to people and bring a new audience. Given the way that she behaves and the way she talks to people, the way she talks about her VIBs, the way she talks down to her VIBs, the way she doesn't come to the table with interesting content and commentary and subjects, do you think that would happen? Do y'all think that would happen? That if she were all alone on her channel with no reaction channels reacting to her, do you think she could accomplish that? Do you think she'd be motivated and creative enough to do it all on her own? I say no.
This is how I feel. Um, Being dismissive about it is not going to make me feel any better. Honestly, it's not. I know. I don't know how they live their pathetic life. Just waiting for me to upload so they can make fun of something and have a reason to go live in their community of hate. It's ridiculous. I'll never be a part of that ever again. Ever. So, sorry.
How can you not be a part of the community when you're the star of Girl World? It doesn't even make sense.
I'm tired.
Yeah, well, we're tired of you, so the feeling is mutual.
I know. If I stub my toe, yeah, you're right. I know. It's so weird. I don't know. I just can't stand that mentality. It makes me sick. Like literally. I don't get it. Like I don't get it. How many times do they say her content's so boring? Really? Guess
It is.
who has live streams already scheduled to talk about that boring content? Because guess what? You get 5,000 views not talking about me. I love that for you. Well, guess what? Find
And
something
how many do you get? Not much.
else.
And just like this deleted stream, this is where Chantal's stupid. She did this live stream. She could have left it up for at least a day or two. No, she took it right down. So who gets the views? We do. Yay. We get them. She won't get them. She'll get whatever views she got while the live stream was up. But as soon as she was done, she deleted. So all that money, kiss it goodbye. It's gone. Could have had it, but no, you decided to get rid of it. So don't get mad at us for recording and reacting. You choose to take money out of your own pocket.
Yeah. I'm trying to focus on positive, Jack. I'm trying so
Yeah, we see how you're focusing. Complaining and whining about people, that's really focusing, Chantal.
hard. And I do appreciate the positivity, but I think it's like beyond in my case. It's just not even it's not enjoyable. When it's not enjoyable for me to be I don't have to delete my channel. I can earn income on my old videos. Biggins. So get out of
Yeah, and you know what videos she's earning income on? The Foodie videos, the one where she's going to town on the food. That's the one she's talking about.
here.
Because all of the rage videos that she gets, all the rage live streams, she deletes those. So what's left? The videos where she's eating, all the Foodie people like those. So of course she's going to leave them up. That's the income she's speaking about.
It's not enjoyable for me anymore. That's when I'm like I can't, you know. Yeah, I know. I know, and people are just insane. Like you have people like frigging Messy Moo. Like, did you see the interview she did? Are you serious? We have DMs of your husband messaging Salah and saying, we have the DMs. You are a liar. We have the DMs of you saying that it wasn't you who sent that super chat. So you're clearly a liar and you lied so much. And then is like Islam shaming my abaya looks like a couch cushion, really? Okay, you're a decent human being. You're a piece of crap that all along. Like I can't. People are so fake. I hate fake people. I cannot be a part of that. I cannot heal my mental health and spiritually grow in this environment. It's not. It's not gonna happen. It can't. Hey Colleen. Like can you imagine how sick it make like imagine how sick it is for someone to be so fake and like not have a problem with anything about you, and then the minute they get caught being a fake person, they go and like tell all these lies and go kiss butt. I love seeing you kiss butt on that interview. That I love that for you. Kissing Breezy's butt after you were just calling her Casey Anthony. Really? You guys are all
You know, I'm just going to give a brief opinion on Misty Moo. A, I don't like her. She's fake. No accountability there. B, I've been watching Chantal for a long time. She's a vengeful, wrathful person. We all know this. And if she hates you, if she really hates you, and if she's done with you, then she will just burn the bridge completely. She'll bring out a blowtorch to get to work. So where I'm side eyeing this whole thing between Missy and Foodie is I don't see anybody really producing any kind of receipts, like serious receipts. There's talk about it, like I'm going to expose you. I got receipts, I got DMs, blah, 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 but I don't see it happening. I see a lot of fluffy back and forth of I don't like you, oh, you don't like me, but I don't see any burning the bridge receipts coming out. They both keep talking about it, but they're not doing it. So I'm like, how mad are you guys at each other, really?
Sick. I hate that whole community. I can't be a part of this crap. Like they involve me and I just try to do my videos. I just try to do my videos. Ew. Of course she went live right now. She's a clout chaser. She's going to try and chase clout off my name. This is what Sarah Plain did. This is what they all do. They all do that. Ah, Carolyn, you have a brain. I couldn't live stream and tear someone down knowing I was fat and doing a live stream on someone my size. It is weird and gross. It's weird. She's desperate. Nobody want anything to do with her. Exactly. So she has to kiss up to perfectly imperfect and boozing. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Anyway. So that's it. I'm done. Yeah, and all the negative reviews on the restaurant. Like, why am I going to put myself through this? I can just turn it off and live my life. That's it. We're going to be planning trip. We have trips already planned, booked. We're out of here. Like, I'm done. Oops. Well, you can think I'm going to be back April, but you'll see it's not going to happen.
She'll be back. She'll be back. You know, whenever she does one of these goodbye streams, it's to create a sense of false urgency for people to watch the live streams to get some extra boosted views and maybe some extra super chats. This is all performative. It is clickbait. Just watch and see.
I'm not doing this to myself anymore, so she's on the side of the haters. She's so pathetic and just a complete hypocrite. Like, how do you do such a 180, you know? Anyway, hello, Gina. Constructive criticism for what? My thermostat being dirty? Like, what's the constructive criticism in half of the things that people say about me? What? And anyway, why do I have to be accountable for my taxes to internet strangers? Why? I don't have to. I don't owe you anything at all. It's disturbing. And these are adults who do these things, who leave those reviews, who I can't even imagine the crappy life you have. As much as you criticize my place, my life, at least I'm living my own. At least I don't have to wait for somebody to upload so I can hate on them and live in their scraps. They're so invasive and target and harass. YouTube needs to do something about it. Yeah, it's me or them. I'm done. It's me or them. I'm done. I swear. And it's not just criticism. There's legit hate and bully channels. Okay? And yes, I'm crying about it because I'm freaking human and I have feelings. Okay? So think I'm weak all you want. I don't care. I really don't. I think I've taken enough crap. I think I've paid enough people's bills on people hating me. Don't you think so?
You don't pay my bills. Trust me. Reacting to you doesn't pay that much. Reacting to you does not pay that much. You can stop now.
Don't you think so? It's so lazy. And that's the thing. I do all the work and these morons
What work?
reap all the benefits.
I'm sorry. Turning on a camera and eating a bunch of fast food, that's not work. That's lazy. Because you can sit there and eat your food anyway, but turning on a camera, that's not work. That is not work. That is you being lazy and trying to find a lazy way to make money. But that ain't work. You want to see work? Go to some of the clip channels, the archive channels that put the compilation videos of you together, having to go back through all of your content to find specific clips and put them together and edit them together with music, with other little clips, that takes a lot of work, Foodie. Just one of those compilation clips take more effort and more time than 100 of your live streams.
It's not even worth it for me anymore.
Then go away.
Nope, it's not. So I really, really, really just have to focus on myself, like my health, everything. I don't need people on here reminding me every day. Like, yeah, just the most disgusting things. I bet she's eating all night. What's it to you how much I eat? Are you kidding? Have you not seen how big you are yourself? I'd really like to know where they get the nerve to comment on my weight when they're just as big. So, what?
Well, you know what? I'm going to say this. There is beauty in every size. Beauty isn't just found in a smaller person, it could be somebody bigger. You can be beautiful if you're chunky, if you're fat, if you're obese, if you're super morbidly obese, if you're thin, if you're skinny, if you're lanky. Beauty is in every size, every shape, every color, every nationality, every sexual identity. There's beauty everywhere, Foodie. Unfortunately, it is not in you. It does not live in you. Do you understand? And I've seen some of the reactors for real, and I haven't seen anyone who is 500 pounds, but even if they were 500 pounds, it's not about the size of your body, it's about the person that you are inside. You're ugly inside. You are horribly ugly. You've got an ugly personality. You are selfish. You are narcissistic. You are controlling. You're evil. You're twisted. You're sadistic. And what you are inside shines outside. People pick up that bad, nasty energy from you. They do. Why do you think animals bite you when they see you? They can feel your energy. Why do you think you have such a negative reaction from people and animals? They can feel that nasty energy just wafting off of you. That and maybe the smell of barracuda and ricotta, but still, it's not about body size, Foodie. I have seen men and women that were bigger and smaller, that were beautiful and ugly. It's not about pounds. It's not about curves or no curves. It's about who you are as a person, and who you are as a person sucks. And it sucked for a long time, and it's only getting worse.
What? Yeah, exactly. The most disgusting thing they did was review bombing of the restaurant. They are people with black souls. I cannot believe they did a business on disgusting people. I don't want to have anything to do with them. I can't be on a platform with where this stuff is allowed. I can't. She's keeping me accountable. Who the hell are you? Who are you, Sarah Jane? Who are you to hold me accountable? Hold yourself accountable for all the live streams you do, body shaming me and talking crap about me. So accountable for what exactly? Driving high? You have no proof of that. You have no proof. People make up things to try to make me look bad so that you can deflect.
What do we make up, though? What do we make up? Because you don't come forward and tell us the truth, because you are a constant liar, we are allowed to speculate. We are allowed to give our theories if necessary, because a lot of people, they're just looking for the truth. They're looking to for things to make what you do and what you say make sense. They know they can't come to you for honesty and sincerity and truth. That is the one thing you won't give people. So they go to the reactors looking for the truth, looking for things that just make sense, because you don't make sense. Your life does not make sense. And if we're sitting there reacting to your live streams and people can hear you and see you, they can see what you're doing, they can hear the things coming out of your mouth, where's the lie in that? All we're doing is giving our thoughts, feelings, and opinions, which we are allowed to do. It's within the terms of service. And if you don't like it, too bad, go kick rocks.
Have reason to hate. That's all it is. And people without any brains, they just follow that blindly. That's it. I'm done with it. I'm so over it. It's so sickening. I'm tired of it. And emotionally I'm done. I'm emotionally spent. Like I'm on here crying and I'm seeming like a freaking baby. So what? I guess I'm a baby because I have feelings, all right? Unlike most of them who have none, no soul, nothing. Honestly, you need to find God. Oh my gosh, like you need something. Like
The irony, Chantal, you're supposed to be a newly reverted Muslim woman. It is Ramadan. What are you doing? Are you spending this time self reflecting? Are you spending this time feeling charitable, doing charitable acts? Are you spending time in prayer? No. You're coming on camera during Ramadan and you're complaining about people being hateful, saying hateful things. Shame on you. Shame, Miriam. Shame on you for acting this way. Shame on you. This is not the time to do this.
I've never in my life, never, 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 never. Ew, I'm done. So I tried to be positive, but
Well, you can't be positive if you're not positive, right? Is that the way it works? How can you be positive if you're not positive? You're not reaching for positivity. If you're just a big ball of negative all the time.
yeah, exactly, exactly, Jack. It's disgusting. It's so gross. And it's like only on this platform. I've never seen, I don't know, like I don't, it's not the same vibe on like TikTok or whatever, it's not the same at all. It's just like this platform, they just allow like all kinds of things to go on. Like say what you want about Amber Lynn. Like I don't even like her. I don't even really like her as a person, honestly. But like how much hate has she gotten as well? It's so disgusting. Yeah.
Well, Amber kind of brings that on herself. Like her newest thing of she says she wants to get weight loss surgery, but yet she's got a problem with food and she won't deal with that properly. She is doctor shopping, looking for a doctor that will give her the surgery regardless of the fact that she's got an active, raging problem with food, a problem that she's monetizing for views. She's just looking for someone to give her the yes answer, even though getting the weight loss surgery would be dangerous for her right now. And a lot of people have told her that, and she doesn't want to listen. She just wants to hear what she wants to hear. She wants what she wants, same as you, and she's not going to accept the word no.
Uh, no, Rhonda. Apparently, she doesn't see that she's also obese and she's cutting down another obese person. To hold them accountable, my weight has to come into the factor. Or to talk about, or to hold me accountable to talk about how I'm doing in Ramadan. How about how you're doing in life? You're a failure if this is what you have to resort to. This is your talking point. Intelligent people don't make other people the talking points of their conversation. All right? It doesn't happen. Like, unless there's really warranted criticism. Like, frig Aisha. Like, oh my gosh. I can't even deal. Anyway. Yeah, Jack. Um, I'm just finished with it, honestly. I'll miss you guys, but I don't
It's not going anywhere.
know what I'll do.
You know what she's going to do? She's doing this Chantal quits video, and she'll wait a day or two, and then she'll go, well, you guys know how impulsive I am. I couldn't stay away. I'm back now. So she did this live stream to kind of like shake up her beezers and make them afraid. Oh, Chantal's leaving. We have to go watch her. This is her last video. And then she'll wait a day or two if she lasts that long. And then she's going to do another live stream and she might get another uptick in views because, oh, she's back. We're so happy. She's very manipulative. She's very, very manipulative. She's all about that clickbait and trying to get people, alarmed and then happy and then back to alarmed and then back to happy. She likes to mess with people that way.
In the future. I know you guys know I'm impulsive, but like seriously, like I've tried so many times to be like,
So if you are impulsive and you have yet to fix that, what does that mean? That means if you are impulsive and you haven't got that under control through therapy or other means, you're going to continue to be impulsive. They say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. So here we are, folks. Here we are. Miss Impulsive, who's going to continue to be impulsive. And she's going to use that as an excuse to do things. And in her mind, she can say, "Oh, I was impulsive. I didn't lie. I never lied to you guys. I was just impulsive. I meant it at the time, and I've changed my mind, so I never lied."
okay, just ignore everything, you know. But no, you hate me so much. My content is boring, so see you later. That's it. I'm done. I'm done with it. It's just the hate is so disgusting. It's like out of control, you know? Um Thanks, Trixie. Yeah. Anyway,
I know this may be unusual, but I'm doing laundry right now. If you guys can give me just like not even like 60 seconds. I got to put some clothes into the dryer and then more into the washer. Just give me a minute. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Very late at night, and I'm doing laundry. Those of you that have been there, you know what I'm talking about. And my washer and dryer is right outside my bedroom door. So forgive the pause, but I want to get to bed before 4 in the morning. So let's do this.
yeah, they hate me. I'm vile. My content is so boring. Her content's boring. I'm not gonna cover it in Kuwait. Ew. Really? Well, guess what? You have no other choice. Because you make 5,000 views when you talk about anyone else, honey. Good luck with that. See you later. See you later. April and Mojo, how about you get out of here? Goodbye. Like, what's your problem? God.
And this is the way she talks to people. This is the way she talks to her VIBs. This is the way she talks to people when she does open chat. Chantal, you're stupid. Obviously, you never had a job where you had to deal with people. Like you were part of a business. Because if you are part of a business or you're a representative of a country, of a company, you don't talk to people this way. You will get fired. Okay? You want people to be attracted to you. You want them to want to deal with you. And in your case, you want people to come to your channel and be a subscriber, be a VIB, do the super chats, do the memberships, and yet you talk to people this way. So this is what I mean. You are ungrateful, spoiled, and you talk to people like they're trash, and yet you expect those same people, people that probably go out into the world and they work very hard, and then after work they come home and they want to be entertained and they come on YouTube looking for a channel they can get into to watch someone, and you expect them to give up their hard-earned money to someone like yourself with this holier than thou snotty attitude? Ma'am, there are lots of channels on YouTube. You're not the only one. They don't have to put up with you. The reaction channels, I watch several. I mod for a few. And every single chat that I've been a part of, when somebody comes in, they say hello to them. If they send a super chat or a super sticker, they say thank you no matter what the amount is. There's a sense of you're welcome here. And people aren't forced to pay in order to interact with the reactor. It's a whole different vibe on your channel where you basically try to force people to pay to talk to you. And even the ones that do that, you're not nice to. You're not a nice person.
Like people can choose to do what they want. You know what I mean? So anyway, no, it's not a fail of Ramadan. I'm not here attacking anybody. I'm here expressing my feelings and letting you know that this is the last for me. All right. I didn't fail anything. I fasted and I did my prayers. You all need to, and I'm going to pray for every one of you. Don't worry.
Oh, is that the reason why you're mad? Because you fasted? Because that's something you've never done before? Is that why you're. I'm just speculating. I don't know why Foodie's mad. I think it's a combination of things. I think maybe she's angry because she's not used to going without food. I think she's mad because Sala was not at the house with her the entire time. And she's mad about the reaction channels making probably more money than she does. It's a combination of things. That, and she also needs money. So let me just do this dramatic live for some extra money. Although she then deleted it like a moron.
I'm allowed to be emotional. I'm allowed to vent. I'm allowed to talk about what's making me miserable. I haven't said a single swear word. I haven't attacked anyone personally.
Being hateful, it goes beyond swear words, Foodie. Your attitude is hateful. Your energy is hateful. Just because you aren't saying swear words doesn't mean you're not being hateful. You are.
Like people do every single day to me and then have the nerve to virtue signal, oh, she's gonna rage during Ramadan. I've seen comments of people hoping for a rage during Ramadan.
And you know what? If there were people saying, I hope she's hateful during Ramadan, you know what you should have done? Not been hateful. Stayed away from that. If you know that you're going to go on the reaction channels or Twitter or anywhere else that's going to make you angry, and you know that as a Muslim woman, you shouldn't be hateful, you shouldn't get mad, stay away from that which will get you mad. Huh? Good idea? Yeah? You think so? No, you didn't do that. No. Foodie, you have an anger problem. You have said that. You've got an anger problem. You're an angry person. When you're an angry person, you got to let it out. You are not about pulling in your anger. You're about letting it out. You're always angry. There's a lot of self-loathing and a lot of self-hate inside of you, and it just has to come out. And when it wants to come out, we're all going to get it. You being hateful to us, I feel it's you being angry at yourself. But because there's no self awareness there, there's no self accountability, you don't have the capacity to look in the mirror and say, I'm angry at myself. No, you want to point a finger and blame everybody else for your anger, although we're not the cause. You are. All that we as reactors do is we function as virtual mirrors. When you act hateful, when you talk hateful, when you're offensive, when you do things that are rude and gross and disgusting and vulgar, we just reflect back what you are at you. And you don't like the reflection, and you don't like the reminder of how horrible you are. You don't want reminders being all over the internet. You don't want it being on TikTok. You don't want it being on YouTube. You want to be able to be hateful and get away with it. Well, this is the internet. You can't get away with it. There's going to be reminders forever. And the more hateful you are, the more reminders there are going to be. And that's just how it is. You want people to think of you differently, then act differently, talk differently, show people something different, not the same thing in different clothing.
You are the lowest kind of human being with no life and no brain if you actually hope for people to do this, to push people to rage when they're trying to better themselves. You're the lowest kind of person if you try to pull someone down when they're trying to better themselves. Yeah, and my problem is I have to work on not allowing that to happen. But again, I'm human and I have feelings, okay? I'm just documenting my life. And really, if it's so uneventful, why is it so important to hate on me the minute I upload something? Because to you it's just about money. To them it's just about money. Like how like some things are not worth the money. Like you don't think that you're going to pay for every little thing that you've done negative to somebody? It's going to happen. Trust me, just wait. I feel like I have good karma because I don't do the nasty disgusting things that a lot of people do. Like honestly, I seriously
Yeah, you do. And you know what? It's not just about the money, Foodie. Because as I've said, the reactors, a lot of us, we don't make that much. It's about reacting to you and letting people know, the ones who want to know, what you're really like, what you really do. I know you want to control the narrative on YouTube. You want to be able to do whatever you want, say whatever you want, and get away with it and run around unchecked and feral. It ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. The universe is full of checks and balances. For one side, there's always another side. If you're running around feral and evil and acting the way that you do, there has to be a complete opposite. System of balances in place. You can do whatever you want to yourself. Nobody can stop you. But what you did to those cats is unthinkable. Having them live in that filthy, disgusting environment is evil. What you put them through is evil. All of the needless neglect is evil. Purposely not taking them to the vet for care, for medical care, for checkups, for blood work. BBJ's nails growing into her pads, not once, but twice. Evil. When the vet told you she needed to have oral surgery because of her teeth or whatever it is that was, and you purposely held it back because you were too lazy and too negligent, that's evil. Not having proper food, not making sure that their litter boxes were changed, that was evil. BBJ's in a much better place with people that love her. And I showed a picture earlier of how she looks now. She didn't look that way when she was with you. She looked very sad. She looked very lonely. She had a look in her eye of, somebody please help me. I need help. And you enjoyed that. You enjoyed people worrying over her. You purposely held the health and the well being of your pets over everybody's heads, making them worry, making them concerned when it didn't have to go that way. You had the money, you had the time, you had the opportunity to take care of them. You never did. You used the money to gorge yourself stupid when just a little bit of money was needed for their care. You like to manipulate people with your pets. You use them as props for your live streams. And then when you got bored with them, you just neglected them. Unimaginable evil. And you hate that. The fact that there are so many reaction channels that covered all of it. We've got clips, we've got reminders of what you did, what you said on everything, including the pets. And because of that, TikTok has picked it up. Everybody knows about what you did there too. And you hate that. The fact that you can't just be a neglectful, evil, twisted person and get away with it. Maybe growing up you weren't held accountable. Maybe you got away with stuff. But the internet, maybe that's the only thing truly holding you accountable. And I love that for you.
Seriously, just live my life. And yes, I say nasty things when I defend myself sometimes, but I'm
You
pushed
say nasty things anyway.
to a limit and I just can't help myself sometimes. That I have to work on, obviously, and I will do it in private because right now I'm not strong enough to be honest.
So she just said, I will work on it, meaning you haven't worked on it, meaning you will never work on it. And you use the excuse, I'm human, I'm not perfect. Nobody's asking you to be perfect. Nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's asking for perfection. How about just being decent? How about having some humanity and humility? How about that? Can you do that? You don't need perfection for those things. Can you try those things? You could, but you don't want to. Just not in your wheelhouse. You want to continue being awful. Well, you'll reap the benefits of that. You plant soiled seeds, you're going to get a soiled harvest, a bitter harvest. So eat up, Chantal.
On the platform right now. No way. I'm tired of being beat up on. I'm tired of it. So you win. You win. But in the end, you're not really winning anything because you've emotionally pushed somebody that far.
Oh, stop it. Oh, you've emotionally pushed me. Says the person that has a habit of when she wants some dirty work done, she uses other people to do it just so she can sit back in her corner and say, it wasn't me. Don't think I've forgotten, Chantal, how. First example, saying awful things about kiwi farms and then turning around and saying, hey, farmers, can you dox this person? But no, Chantal doesn't do anything wrong. Always looking for someone else to do your dirty work.
Yeah, exactly. Hamadan. Coming from a huge woman herself. Huge woman herself. The nerve. And it's very Islamophobic. Very. Just like completely making fun of Ramadan like that. Yeah, bye. Yeah. Yep. They are disgusting. I don't care that I'm weak. If people want to think I'm weak and laugh at me for crying and being honest about how I feel, I wouldn't expect any less. I wouldn't expect any other reaction from low life people at all. At all. Oh, yeah, T and Sus. I did not write those emails. I did not attack. I don't even want to even address it. Obviously, people are going to think it's me. It's not me. I've even gotten emails from somebody offering to take care of her, to do things to her, and I can even show you them. I do not engage with those people because I'm not a piece of crap like that. I don't go.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. No, no, you'll just get on a live stream and say, to Kiwi Farms, oh, can you go after this person for me? And another example, here's another one. Here's another one. 1 minute being mad at Natter. And then when the reaction channel's talking about Natter, she's like, oh, I support the reaction channel's talking about Natter when she's mad at him. See what I mean? Just playing both sides of the field with one football.
Go behind the scenes and try to ruin people. I don't wish anything bad to happen to T and Sass. Like, honestly, I think that maybe part of it she brought upon herself getting negative reactions because look how nasty she is. I don't wish negative things on her, but honestly, you say
Yeah, you do.
some pretty,
You wish negative things on everybody you don't like. What do you mean?
pretty nasty things, T and Sass. You really, really, really said some disgusting things, unwarranted. I did nothing to you, and you body shamed me in every video. So, yeah, exactly. I'm tired of this whole BBJ thing. Like, people do not realize
Oh, here we go.
how traumatizing it was for me to go through with what I went through with the cats, giving them away. And
Oh, shut your mouth. You made a whole video saying, bye, BBJ. You made sure to show a video of that. And you, Foodie, I'm a cat owner. I've owned cats since I was 18 years old. And I loved every single one of them. They were my fur children. They were my babies. And I have one now, Booger. Everybody's seen Booger Cat. Booger. She's asleep right now behind me. That's my baby girl. Let me tell you something. I would never give up my cat. Even if I had to move somewhere. If I move, she comes with me. I had to move from Cali to Washington. She came with me. I did not leave her behind. That's my child. Do you understand? Not my human child, my pet child. With fur on it. I love her dearly. I give up everything except my child. She's my little one. When you were giving BBJ to, now as we know, French Fry Girl's brother, you weren't crying. You weren't sad. To know that the cat that you'd owned for 16, 18 years, whatever it was, that you wouldn't see her again. You were happy. You even let Pete hand off BBJ to French Fry Girl's brother. You didn't even have the decency and the love to do it yourself. As a final goodbye, you let somebody else do it. How could you do that? How could you first neglect your pet in favor of a man that doesn't love you? Second, and to give up your pet without a single tear in your eye. You did the same thing to Sam. You were having a pizza party after giving him away. How could you do that? How could you own pets for as long as you have and then give them up and not feel an ounce of sadness? I could never. I could never. But you could. You did.
no, Sam was not shaved. He was not shaved because he was matted. He was shaved he was shaved months after the.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. Because those pictures of him shaved surfaced after you gave him up. So what do you mean? And the fact that he had to be shaved the way that he was, he's a long-haired cat, that's horrible. I'm not saying it's horrible for the people who did it. I'm sure they had a good reason. If his fur was just that bad, he had to be shaved. It was the best thing for his health. But still, how bad was it that that poor baby had to be shaved of all of its fur? Was it just that matted? Was it just that bad? That should have never happened. You should have never let it get that far. All they should have had to do was to brush him, but it must have been bad for them to shave him like that. How dare you?
she had him, or weeks after, like a long time after. He was just shaved recently because of dandruff. I have the text message, not because of mats. Sam was well taken care of. The cat,
No, he wasn't.
I already explained what happened a million times. People use this.
You don't have to explain. We saw the cat in your live streams, Foodie. We saw your house, how dirty and filthy it was. Pete's told us about the litter boxes that never got changed. You never took him to the vet. You never had sufficient food. You would always show us your grocery hauls, but ma'am, where were the hauls for the pet food? When you went to the pet store, you would never even get that much food. Those babies were always hungry, always climbing on the counters and everything looking for food, eating food off the floor. How dare you? We saw BBJ eating food off of your bedroom floor that was so filthy, there was trash and everything everywhere. How fucking dare you? How dare you? When with the money that you're making on YouTube, if you didn't want to feed them, if you didn't want to clean, you could have hired people to do it. You could have hired someone to take them to the vet. You could have hired an assistant to do all the things that you don't want to do. You could have hired a groomer. You could have hired a mobile vet. You didn't do it. You didn't care enough. You were too concerned about getting your green products and buying food and giving money to men. That's all you cared about. You were all caring about the things that revolved around self-gratification. And since the cats were separate living beings, who cares about them, right? Go screw yourself, you selfish beast.
Again, as a reason to hate, whatever, I don't care. I'm beyond the point of caring about that. Have fun talking to yourselves about it. What
We will. We'll talk to ourselves about it, and we'll talk all day long on our channels about it, and we'll let everybody on TikTok know, and Twitch, and Patreon, and OnlyFans, and whoever else wants to know on the internet, and there's not a doggone thing you can do about it, so suck it.
whatever. I'm done with it. So, Toot Finney. They would be completely irrelevant. Completely irrelevant. Look how many views FFG gets if she shits on me. And if she talks about anyone else, it's like 5K views. Look at her.
Well, look at you. Let's turn the tables for a minute. The reason why you talk about FFG on your channel is to get extra views yourself. How about that? What else do you have to talk about on your channel? What do you talk about on your channel, Chantal? You talk about Sala. You talk about food, constantly talking about food, always talking about food. You talk about the reactor. You talk about Kaya. You talk about Perfectly Imperfect. You talk about Monty. You talk about French Fry Girl. You talk about anybody you could talk about to get those views, but especially French Fry Girl. Oh, she's number one on the hate list. Let's talk about her. Let's hate on her one more time. Blah, 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 blah about French Fry Girl. You do it on purpose. Not just because you hate her, because you need something to freaking talk about, because you're just that boring. You're supposed to be the star of girl world. Isn't that true? With this fabulous life and a fabulous husband. So why don't you talk about positive things? How much better your life is. You know the reason why you can't talk that way? Because your life sucks. There's nothing going on. You're boring. You sit on a couch, eating yourself stupid, making your health worse, feeling sorry for yourself, being mad, having all that self-loathing and self-hate that just bubbles up inside of you until you let it out. But we're all supposed to envy you, right? We're all jealous. Jealous of what? Tell me what I'm supposed to be jealous of. Tell me one thing about you or your life that would require jealousy and envy. Your paycheck? Screw your paycheck. You got money, but you're not got your health. Health is wealth, Foodie. You don't even have your health. You're using your paycheck to ruin your health, to ruin your life. So I don't envy that. I really don't. Nothing about you inspires jealousy. You may tell yourself that to make yourself feel better, but it doesn't mean it's true. It absolutely isn't.
Her video from the other day.
If anything, you're jealous of everybody else. Look at you pocket watching everybody. Look at you watching the views and engagement of all the channels. Now who's jealous? You are. You're jealous to the point of envy. You wish you had the views that other people do and the money that other people do, and you're bitter and salty and cranky because you ain't getting it. But you know what? It's your own doggone fault. You could have a successful channel. You could be making money, but all those things require work. You could have some good health, but again, that requires work. Working on yourself, working on your content, engaging with people, being more humble, being more grateful rather than spoiled, rotten, stupid. You're all about avoiding work. You can't get a harvest without planting something first. And the harvest that you get, it all depends on the seed you put in the ground and how you water it. And the seed you're putting in the ground, it is evil and it's soiled and it's rotten. And you're watering it with negativity. So what kind of harvest are you getting, Foodie? And is it our fault? No, it ain't.
Nobody cares about you. Nobody cares. Nobody. Literally, you have the personality of like Satan. That's it. You have nothing else. You have no personality. That's why you have to talk about me. And in the end, I will always win for that reason. And I'm done. But I'm done. Done.
Are you winning? Are you winning? You're angry tonight. So is that winning? How are you winning? Are you winning because you're angry? How is that a win? How is anger a win? I really want to know. How is being filled with anger all the time a win? I would think if you're winning, you're happy. And if you're happy, you're not angry. So how are you winning?
Done being I'm done being bullied by this whole community. It's over. Yeah, she's a senior cat. Obviously she's gonna have health problems. Like, and you're gonna trust the word of somebody who's set out to just make me look bad for their own gain. Do you know how much money she makes by hating on me? So obviously.
Pocket watching again. Why? You hate FFG. Why are you watching her engagement and her views so much? I mean, help me here, y'all. If you hate someone, you hate something, do you pay attention to it? When you hate something, you turn away from it and you don't turn around. But this one is, she revolves around opposites. I hate something, but yet I will continue to pay attention to it. So if you're paying attention to it, that means you don't really hate it. Not enough to turn around and not pay attention.
So yeah. I don't know. A plus. She's a snake. Yeah. She's a snake. Yeah. Where's your dog, Ollie? Exactly.
Stop right there. Don't do that. How can you be a pet owner and try to throw the death of somebody else's pet in their face? Like, you say, I have a heart. I care about people. Where's the care now? Who would do that? Even if you hate somebody, even if you can't stand them, why would you go that low? Knowing that somebody's lost a pet, lost their little one, you're going to use that as a weapon to try to hurt them? What's wrong with you?
Her dogs are both.
Better question, what's not wrong with Chantal?
Both been killed by her. So how are people going to come after me for that? You know what? I don't even have to address.
Ma'am, there is a difference between humanely euthanizing a pet, because that is the last resort. There's nothing else that can be done. They are sick and there's nothing else that can be done, versus you wanting to euthanize a pet because you want to hide the neglect of a pet. You don't want anybody to know. You're basically covering up all of your neglect by choosing that as a way out. There is a difference. between doing something because you don't want your pet to suffer, and they are suffering, and a pet is suffering, and you're the cause of it, and you're trying to cover up your dirty secrets by making sure they don't get out. There is a difference. It's about intention. It's about loving a pet and saying, I love this pet. I don't want them to be in pain anymore, versus a pet is in pain and I'm the reason, and I don't want anybody to know about it. I don't want anybody to know just how evil I am, and I'm going to try to cover it up. You can't compare yourself to that situation and what you did.
Myself to these brainless morons. They're all sheep. They're all just zombies, and I'm done with that. I'm done being a part of that. I don't want to be like, seriously, when you're having nightmares about these people, it's time to log off. Seriously. So, you know what? Go find someone else to no, don't find someone else to victimize. How about you get a life? She's like 20. It's the equivalent of a 9-year-old. Even the last time I brought her to the vet, she had starting of kidney problems. She had arthritis. She had really bad teeth. So, and am I supposed to torture her and bring?
Oh, so that's the oral issue, because the vet said on the phone it was an oral issue, but didn't say exactly what. So now we know she had bad teeth. So she had bad teeth. You knew that well over a year ago. What did you do about it? Oral issues are very serious, Chantal. They can lead to infections. They can lead to all kinds of things. And if an animal has bad teeth, what does that mean? That means they might be in pain. They can't eat. What does that lead to? That leads to them losing weight. That leads to them dropping weight. And you let that go for over a year. You monster.
Bring her to the vet every week? Like, just like, I don't get it. Like, seriously, she's gonna have health problems. She's 21. Exactly.
You've got health problems, right? And even though you don't give a doggone about your health, your pets depend on you. They don't have a choice. They can't take themselves to a vet and get treatment. They're depending on you as their owner and guardian. And you failed. You straight up failed by choice.
Anyway, no, they're not worth it. Chokes on dick at all. Anyway, hi baby, I saw you in the chat. But I know, like, I know you don't like it when I address negativity, so, but this is how I feel. Like, this is why I feel alone, you know? I don't feel like anyone understands it.
Oh God, here we go with the fake performative tears. And the Oscar goes to not Chantal.
Because not another single person has to go through this, you know? Like, yeah, they call me racist. Exactly.
You are.
They call me racist. I heard Messy Pooh saying exactly on the interview, sitting there sucking up and coming up with all the now they were so support. She was so supportive. All of a sudden now he's a scammer. Please, you're so fake. I can't stand it. You're just like Shannon. You're just like her, just like her. And then these people have the nerve to be like, I'm a bad friend for calling you out on something you did to me. Oh well, I guess I'm a bad friend.
Here's what I've noticed about you and your social interactions, Foodie. And I think that there's a pattern here. Here's what I noticed about you. I've noticed that you don't have a single person around you that is around you because they want to be around you. That the only people you have around you are people that you are paying to be around you. Your family, they don't want to be around you. Pete's was around because you were paying the bills and the rent. Name one person, just one person, Chantal, that can come forward and say, I was made better by knowing Chantal. I was made better by knowing her. I was made better by talking to her. I truly enjoy her company. She's a wonderful person. She's inspirational. We have good times together. Name one freaking person that can say that, that would say that you're not paying to say that. One individual, you can't do it. Every single person, every single living thing that you get around, you suck the life force out of. Pete's, you suck the life force out of him. Your pets, neglected. Friendships, broken. Relationships, over. Your family, not talking to you. Barely talking to you. Do you see the pattern that I see? You are a walking, talking black hole of negativity. You suck in anything that resembles light and you don't let it back out. You're all about suffocating the light rather than projecting it. Anything living, anything that has any kind of life force, you take it away and you don't give it back. You are a selfish, suffocating individual. And is it any wonder that you are alone? Angry people always end up alone for a reason, and you are always angry. So it doesn't surprise me that you are always alone, because angry, it's exhausting. It's exhausting. It wears people out. And coupled with the fact that you're jealous and insecure and you need attention all the time, girl, you exhaust people. You tire people out.
She's like, in the same breath, they were talking about me being racist. And then a racist accusation. Where was I racist? Like, seriously. And then all of a sudden, she has the nerve to be like, why is she wearing an abaya? It's like a couch cover. Because I want to wear an abaya because I'm Muslim, you culturally ignorant buffoon. That's why. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. You don't have to wear the covering. No, I don't. I choose to. Thank you. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. God forgive me, but I have to get these things off.
I'm going to air my opinion right here, right now. I have respect and love for anyone who is Muslim or of the Muslim faith. And I think Chantal, being who she is, what she is, if she had any kind of respect or love for the Muslim people or the Muslim faith, the least she could do is take off the abaya, take off the hijab, and stop wearing those things. Because she comes on camera dressed as such, saying that she's a Muslim woman, and yet she's hateful and she's haram all the way around every chance she gets. She just makes up her own rules. She has no respect for the Muslim people or the Muslim faith. She doesn't need to be dressed that way. And I'm also going to say, as my opinion, that I think that Chantal is always looking for things to act as shields for her bad behavior. You know, she's a woman of a bigger size. She is super morbidly obese. And she uses that as a defense. Always yelling and screaming fat phobia, fat shaming. When she likes to monetize how big she is. You know, she's going after the feeders to help her get to a bigger size. You know, one minute she's saying, I'm proud of my body. The next minute she's screaming fat shaming. She uses fat shaming as a defense. If anybody says anything about her, she wants to scream that all day long. And as far as her being, according to her, a Muslim woman, even though she doesn't behave as such and she's not respectful as such, she wants to use that as a defense. Hide behind that and scream Islamophobia, when the reactors that I've listened to, no one has a problem with Islam or anyone who's Muslim or of the Muslim faith, but yet she tries to use that as a defense so that she can continue to be rude, and disrespectful and offensive. She doesn't want to correct her behavior or herself. She's always looking for shields to keep the bad behavior going. And that is just my opinion.
Off my chest and just explain like I'm just emotionally at a wall and it's not healthy for me to even be a creator on this platform. A creator where they do not give a crap about the mental health of their creators. Why is it so hard for them to not look into the blatant, disgusting bullying? I don't get it. Ugh. She's gone as far as to get Cornwall Monopoly. Cornwall is your hometown. She's so obsessed. It's disgusting. Well, she can snipe. This is going to be the last one. Enjoy. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. She became a complete hater, babe. Exactly. She's completely two-faced. She's disgusting. Disgusting. All of them are disgusting people. And I want nothing to do with it. I already feel happier just knowing I don't have to come back. You know what I feel like? Whenever you know it's your last day of work, it's your last day of work. Oh, I'll be fine. I'll survive. Don't worry. Don't worry. I know you all think that we don't have money. We'll be just fine.
Well, that remains to be seen.
You might feel Salah is very supportive, but he doesn't like when I address negativity. He doesn't like the negative vibes.
Well, then why are you doing it, idiot?
But I think he understands like how I feel.
And especially during Ramadan, I mean, how dare you?
There's strangers on the internet, Toys Divorce, I know, but it's affecting like my mental health. It's a
I really don't like how Foodie is always reaching for things to play into some kind of victimhood. And also, what she's doing is very calculated and manipulative. There are lots of people that struggle with their mental health. And by saying things like that, she's trying to play on the sympathy of those who struggle with their mental health by painting this picture of, I struggle with my mental health. There are people in the world that really do struggle with their mental health, but those are people that they realize they have issues, but they work on them. They actively work on them. They put the work in and they manage things and they get things under control the best they can. Foodie's not concerned about her mental health. She's concerned about profiting off of her mental health. Again, she doesn't want to heal the things that are wrong. She doesn't want, she wants to continue hurting and profit off of the hurting. So she can always be the victim, because if she's always the victim of everything, she's responsible for nothing.
affecting everything in my life, and that's what they want. So have fun. Here you go. You win. Let's see how far you get. Um, yeah, yeah, Carolina. It's gonna be my last, at least on Foodie Beauty. That's why I say goodbye, Foodie Beauties. For the couples channel, we have some like Kuwait touristy kind of videos that a lot of you might not, but a lot of people like that kind of.
So you're going to do stuff on the couples channel. Foodie, you already know that the views on the couples channel are not going to go up. You're not going to make good money there. So what are you talking about? Go ahead and do 8-minute vlogs. And she makes them 8 minutes just so she can monetize them. I guess that is like the minimum. She'll be back to her main channel. She has to. How is she going to pay for things if she's not making much money on the other channel? I mean, it's just logic, just straight logic. If she's got to pay for everything, if she's got to give Salah money, where is that money going to come from? She's not been on Twitch in the longest, doesn't have OnlyFans anymore, doesn't have Patreon, she's not selling merch. So where's this money coming from? Her main channel is her YouTube channel. She has to keep up with it. She's just pretending to quit YouTube just to get the extra boost in views and super chats. And then give her a day or two, she'll come right back and go, I couldn't stay away. It's going to happen. Watch.
content. Like we have a lot of like 4K driving videos of all of Kuwait. We're not in them, but that's okay. About so
Well, as far as the driving videos and showing us power lines and side views of the road, nobody cares. Nobody cares.
I will update you guys if I move to another platform. I'll let you guys know if you guys cancel your membership here and want to pay for a membership. I know TikTok has memberships. It's like the same price, so it would be the same thing. So um, I might think of doing that. I don't know. I really just need to get off of. Um, I know she turns everything exactly, and she doesn't have the balls to even turn her camera on or show her own plays. So I can't deal with these hypocrites. I can't stand it. I can't be on the same platform as these people. So
Okay, bye.
at all. Oh, what is that? I don't even know what it is, but thanks. So anyway, have fun with your crappy, pathetic, miserable life. I don't know, but I'm done. I'm done. I'm not gonna delete my channel. No, I'm just not.
Of course not, because she's coming right back. If she were really done, she would just again set fire to everything and but she's not. If she were done, she would delete her channel. She would delete all of them, say, screw YouTube, I'm done. But if she's leaving her channel up, she's leaving herself an open door to come right back, and she will.
Not gonna make any more content on Foodie Beauty for a while. So, or at least no, probably anymore.
Liar.
It's not anything that anyone can say to make me stay because it's not that I'm looking for like sympathy or support. It's that
Liar, yes, you are.
no matter how much I have a lot of supporters, you know, but it's not worth it for me anymore. Like mentally, health wise,
You said that already. Move it along.
it's just not. No, Lynn, I don't think so. I'm just done.
It took her an hour and a half to be done. I mean, if you're done, that just takes a few minutes to tell people, but she took an hour and a half to say, I'm done.
It's like people push you to a point of like having poor mental health and then they laugh at it. It's like so weird. No, I'm not making any Ramadan vlogs. No. No.
And maybe the reason why she's not is because during Ramadan, you're not allowed to listen to music. And she uses music for her videos and she does the voiceovers. So maybe that's why music is a no no.
There's just no point. There's no point. Like seriously. I make a vlog of Ramadan, then this fat loser like will make one called Hamadan, make more views and money, bastardizing an entire religion. Like she can suck it. Like I'm done. No. Have fun. Like you go to Cornwall, you're a sick stalker. You're disgusting. You're a disgusting human. Oh, and someday,
Chantal over there talking about clickbait titles. Hey, Foodie, here's one that you did before. Remember that live stream you did and you titled it Who Wants Citizenship? Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. I remember quite a few of those.
someday she will get what's coming to her. I know it. So that's it. Yeah, exactly. So, um, fish, get out of here. Has nothing to do with Salah. He's the reason I'm like even mentally remotely stable right now. Like if I wasn't here and I was in Canada dealing with all this crap and then having people come to my house, people just doing all this disgusting crap. Are you serious? Oh, never, never, never.
Foodie over there acting like the whole world is following her around. Really, Foodie? Like, oh, the paparazzi was just following you around. Everybody was stalking your every move.
Uh-uh.
Come on now. You're a YouTuber. You're not Beyonce.
Yeah, I appreciate that for my videos for Ramadan. That's nice, but I'm just done. I'm done like sharing my life, period. I can't be on
Well,
this
there wasn't much to share to start with, so we won't miss very much, will we?
platform. It makes me too unhappy, and it's to a point where I just can't ignore it and just keep trying, you know? So, but I appreciate you guys being positive for me.
What she really means to say is, I really appreciate all of you being here and giving me money for my nonsense, even though I don't try and I'm not trying to give you anything interesting. It's negative TV all the time. Thanks for being here, you suckers, and paying for stuff that you're not ever gonna get. That's what she means to say.
Yeah.
That's the true dialogue. You're all a bunch of suckers in my chat, and you're all giving me $5, and I'm not even gonna give you $5 worth of content, but I'm just gonna take your money and smirk.
Anything I do gives them fuel, Carolina. It doesn't matter what I do. I try to be positive. I try to be a better person. And I just, like I said, you ever see that Cinderella moment where, like, in the
You're not Cinderella, ma'am.
cartoon Cinderella? No, I don't think I'm Cinderella, but you know what I mean?
Yes, you do.
Where they're pulling the wicked stepsisters are like pulling at all of her clothes and just trying to make her
You're not Cinderella, though. You're like the wicked stepmother.
miserable and ruin everything for her. I feel like all of them are the miserable, ugly stepsisters. That's how I feel being attacked by them.
Plot twist, you're the evil stepmother and you're the evil sisters. All rolled into one.
Kelly. Yeah, I have watched it. I do like that. Thanks, when the clouds part. If I wouldn't respond, it doesn't matter, Carolina. It doesn't matter. People will still use my content against me. Like, it's just, no, it's not worth it for me, you know? Yeah, Mimi, I know. So, yeah, goodbye. I don't care, Rhonda. So, yeah, it's hard. It's honestly hard for me to just, honestly, like, imagine you, like, yeah, this, he's evil stepsisters. Exactly, Jack. That's exactly how I feel. She gets all ready to, like, go to the ball and glow up and be positive and do something, and then these disgusting people come along and just rip all of her clothes off, and it's like,
She thinks she's in some kind of fairy tale, trying to compare herself to Cinderella. Really? No.
they completely want to unravel people. It's sick and demented, and I'm just not a part of it anymore. Like, I just can't, you know. What did A plus say? Oh, Salah's Prince Charming. Yeah.
No, he isn't.
Oh my god, I need my ring. It's because I do dishes in the house, and I put it, I have this nail. I'll show you guys. Now I have to stay. I appreciate it, but yeah, I still, honestly, like, just being completely 100% honest with you guys, like, I can't do it anymore, you know?
Then don't leave and see what happens. You seem to be under this impression that we can't survive without you. Leave for about 2 weeks and see what happens.
So I can't, I really can't. I mean, I could, if I was like, you know, I don't know. I just can't. I can't. So it doesn't matter, like, where I move, and I never ever expected this to happen. But
This crying is so fake. Because if you're having like a breakdown moment, if you're really sad, you can't turn your tears on and off like this. You just can't. You just can't.
People don't know me, and that's what annoys me, you know? Like, I feel like people have this image of me that's so vile and disgusting. They think
How do we get there though? As far as our impression of you, Foodie, how did we get there? How did we come about this impression of you? It was because of what you have done, what you have said, what you've shown us on your YouTube channel, and you've shown us for the last several years. We came to that conclusion because of what you have put out. It's your fault, and you are not changing. You're not changing into a different person. You're not truly trying. You are the same person you've always been. If anything, you've gotten worse. And I think I know part of your problem. Part of your problem is that you started out on YouTube as Chantal Marie, the person. And the person evolved into a character. You created this caricature of yourself called Foodie Beauty. And you paid attention to what made Foodie Beauty money. You put everything you had into the character rather than the actual person. You paid no attention to the actual person and her needs and her wants and her life. You paid attention to the character, evolving the character, making the character more shocking, more dramatic, more vulgar, more gross, more vulgar, using the character to cater to different fetish groups like the feeties. You know, the character is a part that you play on YouTube, but somewhere along the way, the line between the person and the character dissolved to the point where you said to yourself, I don't want to be the person Chantal Marie. I just want to be the character all the time. Because the person, Chantal Marie, is alone. The person, Chantal Marie, has no friends, has no one to truly talk to. She has no importance. She has no worth. But the character, Foodie Beauty, she's important on YouTube. She's someone that she comes on YouTube and she can talk to people. People always want to talk to her. She makes money. And I can use that money to gain influence, control people, manipulate people. Foodie Beauty has power. Chantal Marie does not. So you focused on the character, not the person. And that's why the person, Chantal Marie, has all kinds of problems, has financial problems, has health problems, maybe has mental problems. But you're not interested in the person, you're interested in the character because that's where you threw all of the worth into. I used to do theater, Foodie. I've been an entertainer. And any entertainer, any actress, any actor will tell you that it's not healthy to be in character all the time. Whatever part you're playing, at some point, you gotta get off stage. You gotta leave the stage and go to the dressing room and put your street clothes on and go live real life. To keep your head together, to keep your sanity, to keep your grip on reality, you gotta get off stage. You have to understand where the person starts and ends and the character starts and ends and keep a line between the two. You abandoned yourself. You abandoned the person. You became the character. And the character is not a positive one. But yet you won't let it go. You won't invest in yourself as a person. That's just my take on it. That you've got this theater of tragedy and comedy going on that's tragic. You created it, you are the author of it, and you're living it, and you don't want to let it go. Just because you're so hyper focused on the money. And now that's all you have. And when you turn off that camera, when you turn off your live streams, you're all alone. And you will continue to be all alone because you want to be in character and you won't invest in the person.
Think because of things that they think that are true. Like, for example, moving here in general. Like, it was so easy. Are you kidding? You don't know what I had to do. Like, thanks, Elizabeth. Thank you. Hearts for Elizabeth's too. It was so hard. It was so hard to have to make a decision about the cats.
Oh, stop it. That decision was so easy. You weren't crying. You weren't upset. You were relieved. You were happy. You're like, oh, these cats that I look at as a burden, as a nuisance, they're gone now. Bye-bye, cats. See you later. I don't have to worry about the litter boxes or the food or anything else anymore. There's somebody else's problem. I just want to go be with my man. Are you kidding me? You were celebrating every time you gave one of those cats away.
And it was made so much more traumatic by how it ended.
Oh, stop it.
And nobody gives a crap about that. Nobody thinks anything about how having these pets for that many years.
You know what? Screw you and screw any kind of suffering for you giving up those pets. Your suffering in that regard is irrelevant compared to the suffering that they went through living with you, living in those filthy, disgusting, toxic conditions. The fruit flies, the garbage everywhere, garbage all over the floor to where they couldn't even move, they couldn't run, they couldn't get the zoomies, which cats get from time to time. Anybody that has a pet, you know what I'm talking about, the zoomies. You know, you go from having a living room to, NASCAR action in your house. They just get the zoomies. They want to jump around. They want to do things and they got to let that energy out. They couldn't do that in your house. There were no clean areas to lay down. It was all filthy, disgusting, smelly. Food just laying on the floor. Conditions so disgusting that they were pooping and peeing on the floor. Don't talk to me about your suffering. When your cat BBJ was literally walking around with 5 nails embedded in her foot pads to the point where that poor baby was limping down the stairs in Pizza Stream. Can you imagine, Chantal? Can you imagine your toenails growing up under the soft parts of your feet and having to walk like that for months? Screw you and your suffering. Screw you and your suffering.
And I miss them every day.
No, you don't, you liar.
You know. Yeah, Jack. It was very hard. But I know it was the right thing because
Chantal, you showed more emotion and more tears over Natter than you ever did for your own cats. That's a fact. You cried more tears over Natter not picking up the phone or not wanting to see you than cats that you owned for several years.
In a lot of ways, I'm happier here. A lot of ways.
Are you? You're constantly raging.
I know people say, how can she possibly, how can, like Missy Pooh, how can she be happy with no windows? Is that your problem? I don't love windows, okay? I'm a depressed person. I have anxiety.
There we go again. That was deliberate. Her bringing that up. I'm depressed. She's doing it on purpose, y'all. Because there might be people in her audience that suffer with real depression, that maybe struggle with their mental health. So she's bringing that up, trying to connect with people and get the sympathy of people in her audience that maybe they may be having mental troubles and depression. Let me just like throw those words out there, those hot buttons to make people feel sympathy for me. Anybody in her audience that listening to her, oh, I struggle with depression too, Chantal. So I can relate to you. I can sympathize with you. Here, let me send you a super chat. Hey, let me become a member. She's doing that crap on purpose. She is. She is.
I like being in the dark most of the time. We have a window in the bedroom. I can go stick my head out, and don't worry, my husband takes me out. We have a whole couples channel of vlogs of us doing everything in Kuwait. Literally.
I see a couples channel of you guys going out and filming a bunch of footage that you then turn around and splice up into different videos. But in the videos, I don't see you guys doing much together. Why? This is not me fat shaming you, Chantal. It's just, it is what it is. Because physically, you can't do much. Your health is bad. You're hundreds of pounds overweight. You have limited mobility. You have trouble walking. You have trouble breathing. So, how much can you really do? All these different physical signs that your body has given you that it's struggling, you're not paying attention. Or if you do, you're not caring. You talk about traveling. You want to travel and do these different travel vlogs and get some views from that. But how are you going to travel and make it the most interesting if physically you are limited and you can't do much and you struggle with intense heat? You don't like to be uncomfortable. You sweat a lot. How are you going to travel and make the most of it? How are you going to do interesting vlogs if you're limited by your mobility? If you become uncomfortable, if you get overheated, how's that going to happen?
Like, and so don't worry about it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, why do people, why is it someone's problem if I have windows or not? Who cares? I'm happy. You don't get to tell me if I'm happy or not. You know, that's not, you can't do that. Oh my gosh. Are you happy laying in bed with your husband all day on your phones and ordering McDonald's like you said? So there. Boring. I know. I could sneeze and they'll say I'm anti-Semitic, something like this. So pathetic. I hate that part about social media. Everything. I just can't stand it. Yeah. Anyway. I do feel exactly like those evil, wicked, gross stepsisters touching me everywhere in my life personally. It's like affecting me mentally, and I'm not going to let them do that.
You affect yourself mentally. We ain't
Yeah.
got nothing to do with it.
But, yeah. I know, Carolina, but I think I get it a lot. Narcissists don't like the truth and they deflect. So what does that tell you about all these channels?
You just described yourself.
Remember when that word gets thrown around? Like, you don't even know. Who are you? Are you even qualified to call someone a narcissist? Like, are you a
Are you? Are you a psychologist? You're calling other people narcissists, but are you qualified?
psychologist? No, you don't know anything about anyone. You don't know anything about this culture, about how people live here. You just Google search and you think you know everything, okay?
That's you, Dr. Armchair.
Come live here and see how long you last. Come live here. Yeah, Mimi. Well, they call us VIBs fat women, so I guess all FFG subs are racist then? They support her. Are you kidding? Like, look at her. She's not skinny. So what are they even complaining about? Are you serious? What are we in grade school anyway? You know exactly the boozing and messy. I watched it through Yo Mama. Um, exactly in high school. In high school, we always did this. Somebody would turn against somebody.
You know, I could easily see Chantal being a mean girl in high school. I bet she was. I bet she was a mean girl bully. I bet she was.
Blah blah blah. Hen hen hen. Peck peck peck. And then that person would suck butt to try to make it back into the good graces of those bullies. And that's exactly what Messy Pooh did. And I love that for you. Ew. Disgusting people, really. I don't want to be on this platform anymore. Ew.
Then go. We won't cry
And
for
number
you.
one, you did a video about me. It's edition, not addition. Bright one. Yeah. So I guess I'm gonna go because
Good
I
go.
have successful, maybe even more successful. Who knows? I'd have to work hard at it, but right now I'm gonna work hard on myself, and yeah, and then that's it. And why do people? I'm tired of people house shaming. Like seriously, like oh, I can't stand it. I can't stand these people. I would have probably put a community post to let you guys know. But like for example, like TikTok, you get memberships are the same price as here. So
So what is she trying to do? What is this? Is she doing this Goodbye Foodie Beauties stream to kind of like covertly put out this signal that I'm quitting YouTube because I don't like the fact that I can't control this platform? There's reactors here. They're using my content and maybe getting more views and engagement and more money than me. So if I go to a brand new platform, meaning TikTok, because the reactors aren't there, I'm going to try to pull on my VIBs on TikTok and make money there. Again, Chantal, where people make money on TikTok is by sponsorships, and you don't have them. And you only get 4 cents per 1,000 views. So, how are you going to make money on TikTok? You're trying to pull all of your audience and all the VIBs on TikTok. It ain't going to work. It's not going to work, ma'am. You're angry because you're on YouTube and you don't control things. YouTube controls things. They have a terms of service. People abide by the terms of service. You don't, but you're salty because you can't just make a phone call to the CEO of YouTube and say, get rid of this channel, get rid of that channel because I don't like them. You're not the boss of them. You want to be, but because you can't be, you're like, fine, I'm going to take my toys and leave the sandbox and go home. Well, go home then. Go. Go to another platform, see how that works out. But I guarantee you one thing, all the VIBs are not going to follow you over on TikTok. And even if they did, it's not going to benefit you financially. But, screw around and find out. You'll see.
I don't think that it would be much different, and it would probably be even better vibe. There's more people on there, you know.
So that's what she's trying to do. She's trying to pull everybody from her YouTube channel over to TikTok. Yeah, good luck with that.
But we'll see. I wouldn't pay someone I allegedly hate. Or would you even bother to give us a better rat face? Rat face. That's a good rat face. They try to bring FFG's video clips on TikTok, and I report them. They get taken down. I still probably have a lot more to report, but no one's gonna have that crap over there. It's
So if you're spending all of your time on TikTok reporting videos, how does that make you money? I mean, if you're spending all your time being spiteful and angry and wrathful and reporting videos and having them taken down on TikTok, how does that benefit you as far as profit? It really doesn't. It's just you being spiteful and angry for what? Doing it for free. That changes nothing.
a completely different platform. They have a way lower tolerance of bullying, and they just updated their terms of service as well.
So that's it, because TikTok will take things down. That's why she wants to go there. But the profit margin is a lot less than YouTube, Foodie, and you can't afford that.
And whatever. And I can play music, I can have fun, we can have karaoke nights. I think like the mental stress would be less, but even right now, I just feel like I just need to focus on myself, Ramadan, and really, Stan, I don't know. We'll see, anyways. Harry, hi, Howie. Oh. Bye. He's so fat. No, he ain't. Don't fat shame Howie. Look at him. He's a big size. You're a good size. You back? But I think, yeah, for now I'm gonna be done with YouTube. I don't do it to like punish you guys. I do it honestly for my own mental health. It's really, really, really bad.
No, you are punishing your VIVs. You're those people that watch you that are like, oh, I just watch you on YouTube. You're trying to kind of persuade them in a very sneaky, shisty way that if they want to see you, they have to go to another platform. You're trying to build up another platform through manipulation. That's what you're trying to do, because you made a TikTok account, and not everybody's joining it. So what you're trying to do is say, I'm shutting down this one platform. If you want to see me, go over there and sub. You're being shisty. You're being completely freaking shisty, trying to build up TikTok. Shame on you.
On here, so yeah. So we can memberships or keep it going.
YouTube is supporting racist.
It's supporting a lot of things. Bullying.
Oh, shut up,
Yeah.
Sala.
That which she put a
Islamophobia.
thumbnail.
Sala, listen, you're supposed to be a robot that keeps its mouth shut. Stop talking. You've got nothing intelligent to say. Please stop talking.
So that?
Yeah.
Ramadan, she say it's like sarcastic. Hamadan.
Yeah. Imagine ham as in like
yeah.
a fat. Imagine coming from her.
So obvious she's Islamophobic.
Yeah, she's disgusting, and making comments like that is Islamophobic for sure.
This is so disgusting.
We'll mess with the Beezers. Well, you guys can always. Yeah, it is disgusting for sure. I'll be right there, okay?
What? So earlier in the stream, she was complaining. She's like, I don't know where Sala is. Obviously not supporting me. And then he's here. He's home. And then her mood changes. So she was talking crap about him before he showed up. Then all of a sudden, she just keeps her mouth shut.
Leave one of the cobs in there. Yeah, he has move, Howie. It's clearly just the rages. I know people think it's like drama and it's funny to you, but it's emotionally stressful for me, and I'm not in a good.
No, it's not stressful. You're a naturally angry person. This is not stressful for you. Anybody else that had this kind of anger, it would be exhausting. It would wear you down. Anger is exhausting unless you're a naturally angry person, which she is. She lives for this. What is she talking about?
Place because of that, and I just don't.
And I think I'm not Dr. Armchair over here. Just an observation. I had an ex who he was an angry person, much like Foodie. That's why he's now an ex. But he was filled with self-loathing and self-hate. And he did the whole pity party thing too. My observation from that I'm applying to Foodie right now is that people who are just filled with so much self-loathing and self-hate and inner self-frustration, the reason why they're always angry, on top of all the things I just stated, is when they're angry, that's when they feel the most alive. So they enjoy getting angry because that's when they feel the most filled with energy, is when they're angry, intense energy. That's when they feel the most alive. That might be the case with Foodie. If she's not angry, she feels nothing. She feels nothing for herself. She feels nothing for no one else. She's completely numb. So to combat that numbness, that voidness inside of her, she stays angry because that's when she feels the most alive. That's just a theory.
Want it part of my life. So I have to think of other things that I can do, you know. I know.
What can you do
That's
though?
the thing. I'm tired of being targeted for nothing, you know. So being accountable to people, I don't have to be accountable to anybody. I don't owe any strangers.
You know what? This stream is almost over, and I know we went long tonight, y'all. 3.5 hours. Normally I stop around 2.5, but she said this is her last stream, so this might be it for a while. I don't know, but we'll find out. I don't think she's going to stay away that long. I think she was just clickbaiting everybody, getting her VIBs concerned. Oh, this is her last stream. We have to watch. This is her just trying to boost up her views and subs and all that. And also trying to make those who are her VIBs that like her, kind of like in a shisty way, try to urge them to sub over to her TikTok to boost up her TikTok. That's what I think that was what at play here. This was her being a flim-flam scammer trying to shystily pull people on her TikTok, thinking that she's going to make money on TikTok. She wants to be on TikTok because she can have videos pulled down on TikTok, but she can't do that on YouTube. She wants to be on a platform where she feels like she has more control, and she can't do that on YouTube. So that's just my take. But that's it for this react. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. I would really appreciate that. Y'all take care and have a good day. Bye-bye.